Welcome to Fitzgerald Park in Kilmeedy for the Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship final between Mungret St. Paul's and Feenagh Kilmeedy. John Keogh here in commentary for this afternoon's game. Delighted to be joined by two-time All-Star Joe Quaid. Joe, both sides coming in unbeaten after a very gruelling Junior A Hurling Championship campaign. You know, Feenagh have won every single one of their games. Mungret just slipping up once with a draw early on in the competition, but you know, it's a very, very even contest ahead of us today by the looks of things.
Yeah, I suppose, look, you've Mungret there, Mungret St. Paul's with a very, very young, inexperienced team, and I suppose Feenagh, between themselves and the hurling and the football, they have a lot of mileage on the clock, but a lot of experience there with him as well. So it's an intriguing battle in store. Conditions, I was walking the pitch there, it's a bit soft. Might suit the Feenagh lads a bit. They seem, even looking at them, they seem a bit stronger. I suppose the youth of Mungret won't be able to be seen on the top of the ground, but look, it's an intriguing battle in store.
Indeed it is. We'll give you a quick rundown of the teams before throwing at 1 p.m. here in Kilmeedy. In goals for Mungret and captaining the side is Declan Brown. He's the most experienced player on this side. You have Eamon Flahev, Jason Hassett and Conor White in the full back line. Conor Lynch, Conor Flahev and Cian Maloney in the half back line. Tom Lloyd and Owen Mulcahy in midfield. John Wright, Chams Jagana and Dan Larkin in the half forward line. A full forward line, Mark O'Brien, Mike Mullins and Diarmuid Hines. Over to Feenagh Kilmeedy now. Michael Bergen in goals, full back line, Bobby Donegan, Kevin Murphy and Sean Murray. David Boyce, Brian Hannigan and James O'Regan make up the half back line. Midfield is Sean Kelly, partnered by Cian O'Connor. Diarmuid Coleman, Maurice Fitzgibbon wearing 11 is the Feenagh Kilmeedy captain, and John O'Gorman completes the half forward line. The full forward line on this Feenagh Kilmeedy side: Rory O'Connor, Jimmy O'Sullivan and Luke Ryan. Joe Quaid, you look at both respective managements here as well. With Mungret St. Paul's, you have the likes of Mike Fitzgerald and Kevin O'Hagan, you know, vastly experienced people within many remits in GAA terms. You look only at Feenagh Kilmeedy and you have the vastly experienced Mark Keane, you know, so there's a plenty of nous on the sidelines that are going to direct this game as well.
Yeah, sure. I suppose Mark, being the experience he's had at inter-county and club level, he was probably one of Limerick's greatest talents there for a while. Good reader of the game, and I'm sure he'll have these playing a nice, sharp, quick brand of hurling. That's the way he played it himself. You have Mike Fitz and Kevin O'Hagan involved. Kevin was the minor manager with Limerick there for a couple of years, so he has a lot of experience as well at the top level. So it'll be interesting to see, because definitely conditions and things, it looks like we could get a drop of rain as well, and it'll look the way the management set up the teams depending on how the game is going. So it'll be interesting to see what way they'll set up their teams.
It's the Junior A Hurling Championship. It's been split next year, as we all know, from 24 to 212s, a Junior Premier and a normal Junior A competition. So it's a huge carrot for these two teams today as well to get back to get up to intermediate grade. Mungret St. Paul's, their second team, of course, as we all know, their first team going to Senior A. They're a club that's really on the rise at the moment, Joe.
They are, yeah. And look, I suppose the size of the population there, and then you contrast it with Feenagh, Kilmeedy, and the size of the parish there. I suppose it's the two sides of it. Of I suppose the way GGA has gone, it's a lot urbanised now, and you're looking at the real country lad. So it's a real country v city game today.
We'll currently pause now for the national anthem. Moments away from throwing here for the Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship final here in Kilmallock. Joe, a fine crowd here in attendance too. It's good to see.
Yeah, look, we've always said that the Junior Championship in Limerick is always probably one of the best followed championships, because I suppose it brings the smaller clubs like the Feenagh, Kilmeedys, and I presume when the first score goes over for them, we will be we'll know the size of the crowd here. So, and I'd expect them to be definitely 2-1 crowd wise. But look, this is their All Ireland final. People be on about levels, juniors, seniors, intermediates. There's no other match more important in the world today to these two teams than this game today.
You see it as well, Joe. Feenagh, Kilmeedy not at the intermediate grade since 2016. You mentioned their football side of things going well in that as well this campaign. So moments away from throwing. Referee for this afternoon's game is John O'Halloran of Brewery. So both sides in their final preparations before we get underway. The conditions, as Joe had mentioned, there looks like there could be a drop of rain in the air. It is fairly okay at the moment, conditions wise, and it's probably from both sides. There isn't a drop of, or a breath of wind here either, Joe, and that does mean a lot in a game like this time of year especially. It's an added bonus for teams.
Absolutely. I suppose it'll kind of give them indications of what way they want to set up. It's not going to be the old cliche of a game of two halves where there's one team defending into a massive breeze, another team attacking with a huge breeze behind them. So there is actually not a puff of breeze around here. We're up here in the stands high up and looking around at the trees. There's nothing moving, but I'd say in a couple of minutes there'll be a lot moving here.
You can be sure of that, both sides. Now heading to their positions, their respective positions, before referee John O'Halloran gets us on their way. Huge occasion for both teams.
There's a bit of an off-the-ball incident here, I think.
A bit something happening already off the ball. We haven't seen it. And referee John O'Halloran certainly isn't having it. So, as Joe mentioned, there might be a bit happening fairly quickly here, Joe. It hasn't taken long.
I didn't expect it to happen that quickly, but there's a bit of getting to know you there now, so that'll be an interesting battle now.
No harm whatsoever from our vantage point. Good to see for us. We are on the way.
Down.
John O'Halloran's on the ground, but Mungret are on the attack, playing from left to right into the full forward line, going for it. Inside is one of their full forwards. A very interesting start to the game. Ball is switched across. Chance for the opening score for Mungret. It is Mulcahy going towards it. Two Feenagh Kilmeedy players converge on him, though. The ball comes back with Mungret. And again, Feenagh Kilmeedy are in there in a flash. It's their centre back, Brian Hannigan, coming away. It's a free. They have the advantage, but he still goes. Does the halfback, Conor Lynch. Conor Lynch going with it. Advantage has accrued. Mungret through Daniel Larkin. have possession back. They're unable to get it up at the first attempt as Larky's hit hard by Rory O'Connor. Feenagh Kilmeedy on the attack, free and Joe. And it's just exactly the kind of start from our vantage point that we've been looking for.
Yeah, that's the intensity there, the tackling going in. The sidelines, I think we might keep an eye on them, John, there for a while. I'd say that could get quite heated as well.
If we had another camera, it'd be worth the admission alone.
Definitely, but the work rate out of Feenagh Kilmeedy there was just superb. They really seem up for this, and there was a mention of townies versus country already there from the sideline. So this is going to be some battle of wits.
It certainly is. Chance immediately now for Feenagh Kilmeedy to go in front. It's a relatively straightforward free, you'd imagine. The strike is good, and as Joe Quaid mentioned before throwing, you'd hear the roar from the first score. Joey certainly heard it.
Yeah, definitely. It's Feenagh Kilmeedy are outnumbering Mungret fans here by, I'd say, 3-1 at this stage.
That is underway. It's Mungret back on the attack now, and it is John Wright heading towards us into Chams Jagana. Chams, a seriously talented player, and he's off his Jams. He's a difficult man to stop. His Jams Jagana gets the strike away, but it's gone to the right and wide.
Yeah, he seems to be a focal point now. He's a big, strong runner. I'd say Mungret St. Paul's will be looking to feed him with a lot of ball.
Very
great
athletic
puck out.
player. Puck out comes from Michael Bergen, and straight down the middle to Morris Fitzgibbon, the Feenagh Kilmeedy captain. Morris has had an excellent campaign for the Feenagh Kilmeedy side. Gets his pass away to Luke Ryan. It's Luke Ryan with the shot. That one is just dropping to the right and wide, but you can see already. And Joe, very much a focal point. We talk about number 11, Chams Jagana from Mungret St. Paul's, but Morris was given the Feenagh Kilmeedy captain, is just as much a target man for them.
Yeah, Mungret are going to have to sit someone in front of him on puck outs, because he seems to be gathering it. They have runners off the shoulder, and it looks that's the way they're going to be playing.
Mungret St. Paul's going short, hasn't worked out for him, and it's now in the hands of Dermot Coleman. Coleman's got one from a free already. He's looking for number 2, and Dermot Coleman has nailed it. Great start for the number 10 in the Feenagh Kilmeedy side.
Yeah, that was a turnover there from a short puck out. I think I said it already. Mungret need to up their work rate a bit. Feenagh Kilmeedy are really hunting in packs.
And they're on the ball again. Mungret have managed to get it back, though, unable to win it, though, and it's the challenge coming in from Coleman, and it's a judge to have been fouled, or a judge to have fouled by referee John O'Halloran. It's a chance now. We're seeing Mungret's free taker Dermot Hines come all the way into his own half to take this one. Or it's not Dermot Hines, indeed, it's Mark O'Brien. Mark O'Brien, a very talented young hurler on this Mungret St. Paul side. It's a tricky one, Joe, starting off for your afternoon of free taking. It's a long range effort.
Long way in, and the slitter's obviously damp from the ground, and that this will be a massive free if he hits it.
And no messing around from Mark O'Brien. He struck it very well. It's going to drop short, though. Drop it in around the edges where the hand goes up. But it's going to break from Mungret St. Paul's again, and this time it is Dermot Hines who has it, again unable to win clean possession. Sean Murray is there for Feenagh Kilmeedy, and Feenagh just trying to work it out. Mungret trying to put pressure on the ball. Good pick up nearly there by the Feenagh Kilmeedy defender, and it was John O'Gorman that was back. They've taken it quickly of Mungret St. Paul's, and it's Cian Maloney. Maloney switches it into the middle. It's a good low ball in. Touch is good now. Shooting chance here isn't hit well. Pressure good from Feenagh Kilmeedy. It's on now to Dermot Hines. Chance for Dermot Hines to get Mungret on the board. Good finish from Dermot Hines. Didn't quite go to plan from delivery in, but he finished it well.
No, but he was on his toes. It was a miss-hit shot in, but they're the ones that if they don't see it coming, neither team do, and Mungret boys were the first to react.
Michael Bergman, a long puck out, unable to go under by Feenagh initially. In the end, Rory O'Connor does very well, trying to switch it across. Chance now for Feenagh Kilmeedy on their full forward with the strike. It's a good strike from Jimmy O'Sullivan, but it's gone to the left and wide. But Joe, we're seeing in the early stages, neither side unafraid to have a shot at goal.
No, it's the standard and the pace of the game is superb. And the quality.
Dan Larkin with a great catch there from the clearance. Larkin now looking to level the scores. Didn't quite strike that one. That's going to drop. Well, Michael Bergen, cool as ice back there, Joe. I don't know if I would have been.
It was a lot cooler than I would have been.
In the end, they may have got a touch in it in the end. It has gone out for a 65, and a chance now for Mark O'Brien again to level the game.
Yeah, in that kind of weather, you wouldn't be exactly letting a ball stream past you like that. It could pull up very quickly.
So, frenetic start to the game. We've played just over 5 minutes of the Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship final here in Kilmallock, and it is Feenagh Kilmeedy leading 2 points to 1. Both scores coming from their number 10, Dermot Coleman. A chance now though for Mark O'Brien. His second attempt from a place ball. O'Brien struck that very, very well, and we have a level game here in Kilmallock.
Yeah, great strike there. He's a very sweet striker of the ball, even the long range free. He was only shot a small bit of distance for it, so he'll be a big asset to him. So Feenagh Kilmeedy won't have to be fouling as much.
Big puck out again from Bergen. It's well taken by Conor Lynch and Mungret St. Paul's. Switching play out now to Cian Maloney. Maloney under pressure from John O'Gorman. Gets his delivery inside. Heading towards Mark O'Brien as well. Just over his head, and a chance for Bobby Donegan now to win that one. Donegan under pressure. And again, Mungret putting pressure on the ball when it's up there, but they've got it away now. Feenagh Kilmeedy into the midfielder now, and that's Sean Kelly. Kelly under pressure. He's managed to get it to second attempt before Chams Jagana forced the turner. Chams at the shot.
Turnover.
Brilliant score from Chams Jagana. Mungret St. Paul's lead for the first time.
Yeah, they were coming out with that. They had it in their possession 3 times, and Mungret turned them over. Great score.
Chams Jagana, we've already seen his prowess throughout this game in the early stage. He's on now, got a score on top of it. Ball goes up. It's Lynch that is there. John O'Gorman has won it back though for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Straight up the middle. That one goes towards the edge of the square. Declan Brown's off his line. Good take from Basher Brown. Gets the ball out now, and it's a good one towards Owen Mulcahy. Good work from the Mungret St. Paul's captain there. It's delivered inside. Heading towards Mikey Mullins inside for Mungret St. Paul's. There's good work back there though by the Feenagh Kilmeedy full back. That's Kevin Murphy. Back to his keeper Bergen. Bergen goes along with it. 3-on-2 back there from Mungret's point of view. Plenty going up there, and it's going to break. It's going to break in favour of neither side at the moment. In the end it does, and it's Luke Ryan that has it for Feenagh. He's been flicked away from his grasp, Joan. This is a really, really entertaining contest thus far.
It's intent. You can't take your eye off it for a minute. Quality is really good. The style of play, both teams, they're trying to play the game right. They're putting the ball into space. We've runners off the shoulder. Yeah, it's top quality.
Just a break in play now as Cian Maloney struggling for a couple of minutes. Well, it looks like maybe a hip injury, Joe, from what we can see from our vantage point in the commentary box. But
I'd say maybe the coming together at the start there might have
himself and John O'Gorman clashing.
2 big men.
2 very big men indeed. Just seems to be his back, maybe a bit winded. Just getting his breath
a ball was dropping there. I think it was even one of his own players came through with his knees. He's big and strong man. He'll be up and at it again.
He'll be absolutely fine, you would imagine. It's a sideline ball, and it's going to be Dermot Coleman, who's the sole Feenagh Kilmeedy scorer. 2 points so far, 1 from playing, 1 from a free. That sideline cut, well struck as it was, but never troubling Declan Brown's goal. It's a wide for Kilmeedy, and Declan Brown will restart us here with the puck out. Brown picks out his man. It's a brilliant puck out to Tom Lloyd. Lloyd out to the aforementioned Cian Maloney. Maloney's going to have a crack from long range.
That's some score.
That's some score from Cian Maloney. Well, he recovered fairly quick, Joe.
Whatever was inside in that bottle of spray, I think they should give it to a few of the rest of them. That was a superb score. Well worked out. Great puck up by Declan.
Really good stuff, and it's Feenagh Kilmeedy now under pressure with Kelly winning. John O'Gorman's there under pressure from Cian Maloney. Good work though, sees Dermot Coleman win it back, and it's a good ball up the line to James O'Regan to run onto. O'Regan trying to emulate number 7 on the opposite side, and James O'Regan has got a brilliant score. Joe, we said before the game we were expecting a high quality match. We've been treated to exactly that so far.
I suppose the best compliment I could pay it is it's a better start than it was to the senior final last night. It's far more intense.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Feenagh Kilmeedy coming out with Bobby Donegan as once more. Bobby Donegan now needs a bit of help. Eventually gets the clearance to win. It's a good one towards the corner forward. Luke Ryan again. Good defending back there though from Mungret St. Paul's, and it's Conor Lynch that eventually gets the ball into his hand. Lynch now looking at an option, tries to switch it over to Cian Maloney. John O'Gorman is there, but Lynch is able to win it. He's well blocked by O'Gorman though. And it's Feenagh Kilmeedy now. Their number 12 gets a pass back to Sean Kelly. Kelly, great block down in midfield by Tom Lloyd. Ball breaks now in towards Morris Fitzgibbon, but it's Mungret St. Paul's that come away with it. Ball delivered inside, and it's a good one inside from Owen Mulcahy. Looking once more to Mark O'Brien. O'Brien has a chance. O'Brien with the strike off his left. Brilliant score from Mungret St. Paul's once again.
The quality of the game here, lads. If anybody that's watching it, and even to be here, it's superb. Any of these 2 teams will definitely be at comfortable up at the next level, looking at their performance today in soft conditions.
David Boyce with that one, just as you said it, Joe. The dreaded commentator's curse, as Matt O'Callaghan calls it, in operation once again there. But Joe, this is a serious quality game, and as you mentioned a few minutes ago, wouldn't be at home at maybe some of the higher championships we've seen as far as champs go. Jagana goes up once more. Again, though, the Feenagh Kilmeedy defence are back in numbers. But a battle for the ball on the ground ensues. James O'Regan is there, as is Brian Hannigan for Feenagh Kilmeedy. John O'Gorman is there, and it's O'Gorman that comes away, but gets a hand pass away to Cian O'Connor. O'Connor unable to win clean ball, and back comes Dermot Coleman to win it for Feenagh. Looks for it into his full forward line. Dangerous one inside towards Rory O'Connor, but the defence is very strong from Mungret, and Eamon Flahav comes away, gets a pass away to Conor Lynch, and again out to Maloney here. Been a focal point from Mungret throughout this contest thus far. Ball delivered eventually from Conor Flahav up towards Chams Jagana. Again, Chams goes up. Mark O'Brien stayed down, but Chams is the one who's going to win it for Mungret St. Paul's. Delivers inside. It's a good one inside too. Catches there. It's Mullins that has it. Mikey Mullins is fouled. And Mungret St. Paul's are really starting to get into their straps now.
Yeah, you can see there the deliveries now are going to hand. They have runners off the shoulders. They're just playing a quicker brand of hurling. Now Feenagh Kilmeedy are working extremely hard. But I suppose after a better start by Feenagh Kilmeedy, Mungret have really come back in and seem to have taken the impetus.
That's Mungret leading 5 points to 3. Trying to double their lead through that free from Mark O'Brien. He sends that one between the posts with consummate ease. 13 minutes nearly on the clock here in Kilmallock, and it is Mungret leading 6 points to 3.
Yes, proper championship fare is the best way to describe it.
It's tight all over the park. Mungret just edging it at the moment. This one goes long in towards Rory O'Connor again. Good work again from Eamon Flahav, making sure he doesn't win clean ball. Dermot Coleman is there for Feenagh Kilmeedy, and O'Connor eventually gets it now, and he's on the run. Danger here. He's a good runner with the ball. Dermot O'Connor gets the hand pass away. Morris Fitzgibbon going in here for Feenagh. Picks it up for
Oh, what a goal!
What a finish from Fitzgibbon! Hot square it is now. The work was from Rory O'Connor. The hand pass went in. And Morris Fitzgibbon, well, you don't see many better finishes than that.
I was just about to give out that he delayed the hand pass too long, but by actually doing it, he created even more space for Morris. That was just a superb finish. There was no stopping that.
6 points to 1-3 now. That's the levelling score. Level for a second time here in Kilmallock with that goal. Mark O'Brien trying to keep it in play for Mungret. Chams Jagana has it in his hand. Chased down by James O'Regan. Chams still going with it. Chams, great flick away from James O'Regan. But Mungret St. Paul still have the ball in their possession. Comes all the way back to Maloney. We know he can score from this range. Decides to give it into the middle instead. It's a good ball to Dan Larkin. Larkin off his left. He struck it well to Larkin, but it doesn't have the accuracy. Good defence in the end from the Feenagh man. Got the pressure on just at the right moment, and the ball goes to the left and wide. We're back with play straight away. Quick puck out from Michael Bergen in the Feenagh Kilmeedy goal. James O'Regan delivers once again down towards Rory O'Connor. Starting to have a bit of an influence now. Rory O'Connor off to Morris Fitzgibbon. Morris flicked away from him brilliantly by Maloney. And now it is Conor Flahav under pressure from Mungret St. Paul's. And Fitzgibbon is there. Fitzgibbon, big powerful man, but he's got plenty of skill with it. Rory O'Connor, Fitzgibbon has it now. Fitzgibbon sees the loose man. It's Dermot Coleman. Goal on here for Feenagh. Chance. There's a slip there. It's a bit unfortunate. Still there for Feenagh though. It's Luke Ryan under pressure. He needs a bit of help. Hasn't worked out. It's going to be a throw-in ball. Fairness to referee John O'Halloran. Saw the man fell. And, you know, he maybe got a little tap in the head, Joe, as well. But the goal was on. A second one was on there for Feenagh.
Yeah, after that went to hand, it was a definite goal because he was after creating great space. It's one thing I suppose Mungret didn't need to be worried about when Feenagh Kilmeedy start running down through the middle. They seem a bit porous. So if I was the Mungret management, I'd be inclined to shore that up for a few minutes.
Yeah, you just see the danger of Morris Fitzgibbon. He picked out Dermot Coleman with a bullet pass, and there was 20 yards of space for Coleman to run into before he offloaded to Luke Ryan, and Ryan just unlucky, he slipped at the wrong time. Just I suppose that the tough underfoot conditions didn't help him. But as you said, Joe, a warning sign for Mungret as Feenagh Kilmeedy starting to hit their own bit of form. I said throughout the championship they've been the outstanding team, along with Mungret St. Paul's. To be fair, they've been the two teams that have come to this stage unbeaten. It's not an easy thing to do. The Junior A Hurling Championship is so competitive, so to get to this stage without a defeat, it's fairly good going, as Luke Ryan seems to be okay to continue. Feenagh Kilmeedy trainer John Markeen having a chat with John O'Gorman there. Maybe trying to curtail the influence of Cian Maloney, who's been one of the most impressive players in the field at right half back.
He has, yeah, and for a fella that seems to be carrying a bit of an injury, he's been very influential. He's delivering really good ball down. But
ball thrown in here.
Feenagh Kilmeedy be disappointed now if they don't come out of this with a score.
Still Fitzgibbon going, gets the pass away to Sean Kelly. Kelly, well capable of getting that one on goal, doesn't manage to do so. Declan Brown forced to deal with it. Wasn't letting that one go wide.
No, definitely
messing.
not.
Again, safety out to the 45, Joe. You get away as far as you can from goals at an angle. Out to the 45 it went. Feenagh Kilmeedy take this one quickly. It was Mulcahy that took that. Sorry, Coleman that took it, but Mungret St. Paul's have nicked it back, and it's a chance now for John Wright to take on, and John Wright has paced the burn, does the Mungret number 10. He's still going, John Wright.
Oh, well
in
done.
comes the challenge, and it's a good one from the full back there. Kevin Murphy saw what was in front of him and got the challenge in. Picks out a pass as well to John O'Gorman, who plays it. Not the greatest of balls to James O'Regan. A little bit of a nutmeg from James O'Regan. And it's now Sean Kelly trying to win it cleanly for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Again, we're seeing the tricky underfoot conditions playing their part. Battle on the ground it goes. It's going to come out. It's going to be flicked away by Cian Maloney. Battle between the new two number 7s for Owen Mulcahy. Says, I've enough of this. Plays it back to Conor Lynch. Lynch delivering. The movement is good inside from... Again, it was John Wright, but under pressure, and that's surely a free out. Foul on Kevin Murphy. So that's 2 quick wins for Kevin Murphy on John Wright. Free out for Feenagh.
Yeah, got a bit sloppy there around the middle. Feenagh Kilmeedy had a chance to clear their lines, and a sloppy pass. Any passes today have to go to hand. If they go to ground, they're going to come up short and cause problems.
Long delivery from the Feenagh Kilmeedy goalkeeper. Up goes O'Connor. Nearly looked like a superb take in mid-air from him, but they do have it. Feenagh. Shot comes in. Jimmy O'Sullivan.
Wide. And
it's gone just to the left and wide. So Feenagh Kilmeedy unable to take the lead score in this game. We played 17.5 minutes of the Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship final. It's all square. 6 points to Mungret St. Paul's, 1-3 to Feenagh Kilmeedy as Declan Brown goes long. Up goes Chams Jagana. Again, great take from Chams. Off he goes, well hooked up by James O'Regan. Still going with it. O'Regan is stuck to his task. Brilliant work from the half back there. But Chams gets the hook in after. Huge battle going on between them two. Off to Dermot Hines. Hines on the run now. Chase is on for Sean Murray. Dermot Hines is going. Murray gets the hook in. We've seen some great attacking play, but Joe, we've seen some excellent defensive displays as well.
The work rate out of both teams. You don't get a second on the ball. Great catch there by Chams, though. Outstanding.
Superb stuff. They've gone short again of Feenagh. Cian O'Connor off to Dermot Coleman. Coleman will want this one on his left. He's going to deliver it inside. The movement is good from Luke Ryan. Luke just misses that one and gives a chance back there for Conor White to pick up the pieces for Mungret. White now under pressure though. And switch back to the Mungret keeper and captain Declan Brown. Brown switches it, heading over towards John Wright and David Boyce. It's Boyce that has got there for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Needs a bit of help. Didn't need the help. The help came from the referee. He was fouled. Was the Feenagh Kilmeedy half back, and a chance for Dermot Coleman maybe to put them in front once again.
Yeah, a long way out now, but I think Feenagh would be better off. They're going down the wings. I think they're better off to go straight down the middle. And they're seem to be getting more from that. They're playing a lot of ball into the corner, and to be fair, it's coming back out as quick as it's gone in.
Chance for Coleman. He's got 2 points in the game thus far. The first 2 points Feenagh got have come from him. 1 from play and 1 from a free. He's on his own 65, but with the angle adds to the distance significantly. He struck the ball very well so far in the game. Has the Feenagh Kilmeedy number 10. He struck that one fairly well as well. It's not going to hit the target though, and it's gone to the left and wide despite the best efforts there of Rory O'Connor. Just that bit far, Joe.
Yeah, Feenagh Kilmeedy have had 3 or 4 attacks now with nothing out of it in the last couple of minutes. They need to put a score on the board now to reward the work that they've done.
His chance is coming for Sean Kelly from long range. Kelly, that's going to go to the right and wide, and just a little word of encouragement from Mark Keane. That's quickly followed by one from Mike Fitzgerald. We'll call it words of encouragement.
I was just
anyway,
going to say you were being a bit
nice.
encouragement.
Well, there was a few shouts anyways. Mungret St. Paul's on the deck.
Touch.
Glorious skill from Owen Mulcahy.
Great.
What a goal. Unbelievable goal from Owen Mulcahy. Flicked it over the oncoming defender's head and then finished it, Joe. I thought it was going to rattle the crossbar, hit the roof of the net. What a goal. We've been treated to something special with both goals.
I tell you, Aaron Gallan would be proud of that one. That was an unbelievable passage of play. And there we go again. Feenagh back at the attack.
Indeed they are. It's onto Dermot Coleman now. Mungret St. Paul's back in front by 3 points. Coleman back onto his left. Strikes it, Dermot Coleman.
That's good.
Strikes it well. Good response from Feenagh Kilmeedy. Joe, was important they got the next goal.
Had to, because they had missed 3 or 4 scoring opportunities there in the last 5 or 6 minutes. And then to be hit with the sucker punch of the goal. Very important that they got a point back straight away.
2-point game. Here's Declan Brown, aims towards Chams Jagani. You can hardly blame him as Chams goes up. Again, good work from O'Regan in stopping him winning clean ball, and O'Regan is in there as well. Good work from the Feenagh Kilmeedy number 7. Tries to get a bit of space to deliver inside, and that's what he's done. But it's good work there from Conor Flaherty of Mungret St. Paul's to win that one. He saw where it was going. Battle on here, and Rory O'Connor's there, as is John O'Gorman. Good pick up from him. It's off to Kelly. Kelly delivering towards the middle there. It's Luke Ryan. Ryan just doesn't have the touch. It's not happening for Luke Ryan so far in this game. And it's Conor White doing well eventually to get rid of it, and the clearance is finally done from the midfielder. Chams is up. He doesn't get that one. It's one of the easier ones for him. And away comes Brian Hannigan. Hannigan delivers up towards Coleman. It's won though by Flaherty. Good take. And Dermot Hines clears his lines from Mungret St. Paul's up towards Mark O'Brien. Not going to be able to stay in play though. And it is a sideline ball for Feenagh Kilmeedy.
I'll tell you one thing, I'm getting dizzy. The ball is going up and down the field. It's a superb game of hurling. There's nothing being asked or given from either side, and it's just truly ultra competitive now today.
It has everything you want in a hurling game, Joe. There's plenty of skill, there's plenty of endeavour, the work rates are good, the quality is good as Owen Mulcahy launches that one. He got a stunning goal a minute ago.
Oh my God.
He's followed it up by an even better point, but it just emphasises the point we're making. This is a high quality game of hurling.
He's after getting 2 scores there that anyone in the country would be proud of.
Owen Mulcahy putting his side.
Feenagh going down the middle now.
3 points to the good once more as Feenagh Kilmeedy now find John O'Gorman unable to win it again. You're seeing a mud on the ball from close range there as Mark O'Brien plays it back to Daniel Larkin. Larkin trying to get it away from his man but unable to do so, and Mungret St. Paul's just working it through the hands there as Mark O'Brien delivers inside to John Wright. Wright just touches it, gets it away from his marker and plays one back towards Mark O'Brien. He's missed it but Cian Maloney has it. Maloney now scored 1 point already, taking his man on. Cian Maloney may need a bit of help there as James O'Regan puts the pressure on Maloney, scoops it across. It's a good ball out to Dermot Hines. Hines looking to put Mungret 4 to the good. Brilliant score. They were patient, Joe, and they got their rewards for it.
Yeah, they only seemed to be playing with, there was only 2 inside the 65 there, but they held on, they didn't panic, there was no snapshot taken, they worked the ball out until they got it to a man that was able to strike.
Long puck out again from Bergen inside the 45. It's won back there by Mungret, and away they come once more. Flav picking this one out. One of the midfielders is Tom Lloyd, and Lloyd is off on the run and showing his pace here, struggling to stay with him. It comes inside to Larkin. The touch was poor from Daniel Larkin, though understandably so given the conditions. Ball is cleared inside now, and it's over the head of Ryan into Jimmy O'Sullivan. Good full back play there by Jason Hassett, putting the pressure on. Good block down though from Luke Ryan. Hasn't been going his way, but good bit of, we call it forward defensive work in this case. But again, just getting this feeling, Joe, here at the moment. Mungret St. Paul's are just turning the tide a little bit.
There, and it looks like Feenagh Kilmeedy are playing into their hands. The amount of balls that have gone down this wing, and they're coming straight back out again. I'm sure Mark Keane will want to change it up a bit. They're getting no return at all from coming down to either wing. Where they're getting their return is when they go down the middle.
I'm just going to have a little stoppage here as referee John O'Halloran has gone in to talk to his umpires at the far end here. I'm not quite sure what has happened there. See Mikey Mullins holding his side. Maybe he's intimating that he got a little bit of a slap or something at least. But referee John O'Halloran, his attention has been brought to something here, and it is a little word. Well, it's the Feenagh Kilmeedy fullback Kevin Murphy who's been...
He's bringing the 2 of them over.
Yeah, Mullins and Murphy.
A bit of getting
your
to know
traditional
you.
2 yellow cards, Joe, I think could be the outcome. Right, lads, you've had your warning. Any more of that, you'll be off. Yep.
Yeah.
And John O'Halloran, enough happened, Joe, for his umpires to draw his attention. And John O'Halloran doesn't mess around. If he's been alerted to it, he'll deal with it. So, sideline cut now for Mungret.
Feenagh Kilmeedy now need to get a score or 2 now, just to bring him back into it. Mungret seem to be not only on the scoreboard taking over the game, but on the play, and does another ball down the wing now.
Yeah, it's over towards O'Connor.
Well
it's
caught
good
now.
take from
Well
Rory
done.
O'Connor. Needs a bit of help here. Gets it off to Morris Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon, a hard man to stop from there. Clear foul. I think Mungret know even at this stage if they give him a run, there could be trouble because he's big, he's strong, but he's bloody quick as well. Is the Feenagh Kilmeedy captain with a chance for Dermot Coleman. Again, difficult angle, Joe, but he nailed one from early on from this kind of range.
He did, yeah, but where you need Morris Fitzgibbon getting that type of ball is right on the 45 down the middle, so he can turn and go. Look, it's easy enough for Mungret to foul him over there. There's going to be no goal chance to come out of it, but you give him that type of ball on the 45 in the middle of the field, he's causing huge problems.
So Coleman, 3 points to his name, 2 from play and 1 free. Chance to reduce Mungret's lead to 3 points. Strikes it well, does Dermot Coleman, and nails the accuracy as well. So good, well struck free from the Feenagh Kilmeedy. Number 10 puts them back to within 3 points of Mungret. 1-8 to 1-5 as that puck out comes up, and it's Chams Jagana again with the take. Joe, for looking for impressive performers, he's right at the top of the list so far in the opening 26 minutes.
He is, but I can't understand. They have the same chap on him all the time, like change it up.
It's James O'Regan that is continually going up, and he's one of the smaller players on the Feenagh side as
Brian
well.
Hennigan on him for the centre back, should be well able to win ball like that.
Just seems to be playing a sweeper role at the moment. Hennigan, but you push up in your men, Joe. If a guy's winning that kind of clean ball, you'd want it dealt with, and there's a chance.
No point having a sweeper if the ball has been won in front of you.
Exactly. It gives Mark O'Brien another chance to add to his tally in this opening half, and again put Mungret St. Paul's back into a 4-point lead. Distance won't be a problem, accuracy won't either. It's a good strike from Mark O'Brien, and Mungret are able to mix it up, Joe, more often. They can go long, they can go short, and that healthy mix that has put them 4 points to the good.
Oh, it is, yeah, without a doubt. There's Feenagh again now.
And it's Sean Kelly that has it for Feenagh Kilmeedy across to Boyce. And it's David Boyce under pressure. In fact, it wasn't, it was Cian O'Connor plays it down the line to Rory O'Connor. Rory now, good battle he's having with Eamon Flahav, and it's Flahav that seems to have got the better of it there. Fitzgibbon is there for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Good hand pass off to Sean Kelly.
That's it, go down the middle now.
Here. He's been fouled, so it's a chance for Dermot Coleman again. But Joe, they're being made work for every little last thing they've got in this opening half, Feenagh.
Yeah, to be fair, I suppose Mungret at the start they weren't working as hard as Feenagh were, but they've really upped their work rate now, and Feenagh are only living off scraps at the moment. Look, if they get a point here, they're only 3 down, minute and a half to go. I'd say they'd take that, considering from open play, Mungret have really probably looked a more impressive side.
So Coleman, probably the easiest free he's had in the game from an angle point of view. It's a straight.
You probably missed this one now, John,
of course
after you
he
telling
does,
him that.
Don't think I have that kind of bearing, Joe Funny, that kind of power as Coleman strikes it. And no commentator's curse for me. Straight over the bar from Dermot Coleman. 3-point game once again. So Declan Brown with the puck out. And over on that far side again, Mungret St. Paul's have won it. Over there, it is Larkin with it. This will be some score if Larkin can pull that one off, and probably a bit too ambitious with it. Is the Mungret number 12. Quick puck out now, and it's in to Luke Ryan. Luke Ryan didn't have the best of things inside in the full forward lanes. Out wing forward now, plays this one in. Decent ball in. And dangers on John O'Gorman is there, but Mungret St. Paul's are coming out with it relatively easily yet again here, and it's into the middle. It's White. Conor White has dropped it though, and a chance for Jimmy O'Sullivan to win it back for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Fouled is the outcoming full back there for Jason Hassett. Little flick across, petulant one from Jimmy O'Sullivan. Easy decision for the referee.
Again they're going down that wing. I just can't understand it.
3 minutes of additional time to be played. A minimum of 3 minutes additional time to be played at the end of this first half as we hit the 30-minute mark. 3 to go. And it's played that one from Maloney into John Wright. John Wright with the strike. This will be a great score. Just never had the accuracy, John Wright, on that occasion. Had all the time, just couldn't find a finish. And Michael Bergen isn't hanging around with the bucket. Well, he was going to go along with it. He's opted not to now. He's got a few options to hit. And he's gone down the line. There's 2 Mungret players there, though. one in front and one in the back, and it's a foul over on that far side, and just things aren't going to plan for Feenagh Kilmeedy in the last 6 or 7 minutes, that's for sure. Probably ever since Owen Mulcahy's goal, Joe, it kind of seemed to have maybe a little bit
knocked the stuffing out of them.
Yeah.
They need to change their tactics. Like, they're sitting back here, they're alone. Mungret have a sweeper without actually playing a sweeper, so they need to push on them and go down the middle.
It is. Mark O'Brien going to take this one, but certainly plenty for Mark Keane and the joint managers of William Irwin and Tony Long to think about at half time, as O'Brien trying to make it a 4-point game yet again for Mungret St. Paul's inside his own 65.
Should have the distance gone on previous strikes.
Struck it well as Mark O'Brien. It's going to drop, and it's going to
That's
drop over the bar.
Excellent score.
Beautiful strike from O'Brien. Another score for him. Mungret 4 to the good.
Yeah, it's probably a more clearer reflection of the game.
Yeah, 4 points clear, and they're on for another one here. It's Champs Dragana in the middle of things yet again. So Hannigan has gone in there for his side, but it's Mikey Mullins now playing this one line. Kevin Murphy under a bit of pressure he'll be, but he's got into his hand quickly as the fullback plays it back to Brian Hannigan. Hannigan strikes it. It's a poor one from Hannigan straight into Dermot Hines. Hines now has been unable to take advantage though, and he's met by the challenge of David Boyce, but he's got the pace to get away. Dermot Hines, this will be a fine score, puts Mungret 5 points to the good. Didn't come up for him first time, Joe, but he was managed to compose himself and put over a fine score.
Which shouldn't be allowed, because Feenagh have most of their half forward line back in the half back line, so he shouldn't be getting that kind of space.
Feenagh need a strong finish to this half, just for a bit of something to take into the break. It's Mars Fitzgibbon that has it.
Vital now that Feenagh get a
has
score
it back
here.
to James O'Regan. O'Regan doesn't come up first time, needs to see what he's doing. He's got not many options inside, and it's Jimmy O'Sullivan that's in there. It's going to drop short. O'Sullivan is there, puts a hurley at it, pulls it across the edge of the square. It's kicked out of danger. It's back in danger quickly, and it's bobbling around on the ground there, trying to kick it out. There's been a couple of wild pulls in there, but away comes Jason Hassett from Mungret. That's the half-time whistle from referee John O'Halloran. It's Mungret St. Paul's leading by 5. We have a bit of shenanigans in there. Bit of afters. There's John O'Gorman in there. He's been told to move out of it. But a Mungret captain, Declan Brown. And I think John O'Halloran probably got his timing right to blow the half-time whistle. Joke with as we see. I think we'll just hold on before we give a bit of analysis. Might be a bit of crack coming off the field here.
Both teams now need to just get into the dressing room.
Get into the dressing rooms and get out of Dodge. I'd say heading down there might be the right thing to do. There's plenty of fever. I see Patsy Coffey making his way quickly down there as well.
Well, quickly is a bit of a stretch now.
He's making his way down there anyway.
No,
so nothing's happening, Joe.
All calm. Calm restored.
It is Mungret St. Paul's leading by 5 points at the break. Joe, your first half thoughts?
Yeah, they're probably value for it. They were only up 3 there for a while, and it probably wasn't going to be enough considering the hurling they've done. But Feenagh Kilmeedy need to adjust their tactics massively. They're going down the wings. I hate repeating it, but keep doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result is definitely a sign of insanity. But they need to attack down the middle. That's where they're strongest at. Maurice Fitzgibbon has been, I suppose, in most of the half been kept out of the game and been bypassed. So they need to get him into the game, and they need him running through the centre, and then we can see goal chances. Because to be fair, until Mungret's goal, they didn't look like scoring a goal even. But look, that was just something special.
Indeed it was. We've been treated to a very entertaining first half of hurling here in the Woodlands House Hotel and Spa Junior A Hurling Championship final here in Kilmallock, where Mungret St. Paul's lead Feenagh Kilmeedy by 111 to 1-6. We'll be back with the second half shortly. Front, it's a relatively straightforward free, you'd imagine. The strike is good, and his joke hasn't worked out for him, and it's now in the hands of Dermot Coleman. Coleman's got one from a free already. He's looking for number 2. And Dermot Coleman. Shooting chance here isn't hit well. Pressure good from Feenagh Kilmeedy. It's on now to Dermot Hines. Chance for Dermot Hines to get Mungret on the board. Good for Mark O'Brien. Second attempt from a place ball. O'Brien struck that very, very well. Kelly under pressure. He's managed to get it to second attempt before Chams Jagana forced the turner. Chams at the shot.
Turnover.
Brilliant score from Chams Jagana. Lloyd out to the aforementioned Cian Maloney. Maloney's going to have a crack from long range.
That's some score.
That's some score from Cian Maloney. And it's a good ball up the line to James O'Regan to run onto. O'Regan trying to emulate number 7 on the opposite side. And James O'Regan from Owen Mulcahy looking once more to Mark O'Brien. O'Brien has a chance. O'Brien with the strike off his left. Brilliant.
Taking the impetus.
It's Mungret leading 5 points to 3. Trying to double their lead through that free. Danger here. He's a good runner with the ball. Dermot O'Connor gets the hand pass away. Mars Fitzgibbon going in here for Feenagh. Picks it up for
Oh, what a goal!
What a finish!
With encouragement.
Well, there was a few shouts anyways. Mungret St. Paul's on the deck.
Touch.
Glorious skill from Owen Mulcahy. Coleman now. Mungret St. Paul's back in front by 3 points. Coleman back onto his left. Strikes it there. Coleman strikes it well. Good response. It has everything you want in a hurling, Joe. There's plenty of skill. There's plenty of endeavour. The work rates are good. The quality is good as Owen Mulcahy launches that one. He got a stunning goal a minute ago. His O'Regan puts the pressure on Maloney. Scoops it across. It's a good ball out to Dermot Hines. Hines lucky to put Mungret forward to the goal. Brilliant. Strikes it well does Dermot Coleman. Distance won't be a problem. Accuracy won't either. It's a good strike from. I think I have that kind of bearing, Joe Funny, that kind of power as Coleman strikes it. And no commentators curse for me. Straight over the bar from Dermot. Struck it well as Mark O'Brien. It's going to drop. And it's going to drop over the bar.
Score.
Beautiful strike from O'Brien. Another score for him, though. And he's met by the challenge of David Boyce, but he's got the pace to get away. Dermot Hines. This will be a fine score. Puts Mungret 5 points to the good. Welcome back to Fitzgerald Park in Kilmallock for the second half of this Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship final, where Mungret St. Paul's lead Feenagh Kilmeedy by 111 to 1-6. Joe Quaid joins me, John Keogh, for the second half again here in Fitzgerald Park. Joe, we mentioned, Joe, just before in our halftime summation what Feenagh need to do. They've been out bright and early in the second half. I'd say they've been told in no uncertain terms what they need to do. We're just getting confirmation of a sub for Feenagh Kilmeedy here, but Joe, they've been told in no uncertain terms what needs to be done in the second half. They're out nice and sharp.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's kind of bail and a blow ambush. They're out in their positions ready, and Mungret are just coming out now a few minutes after them. There's a change inside. Maybe they're after realising that they need more penetration down the middle, but there's no point changing your middle section of your team if you're not going to play the ball to them.
No, it's Gerald Gorman wearing number 17 in for Jimmy O'Sullivan. He's gone straight into full forward for the start of the second half. John O'Gorman is inside with him, so two big men inside in that full forward line as well. And of course, Rory O'Connor, who's been lively in that first half too, to be fair to him, without much success. And you've got to give credit to Mungret as well. They've defended very well a lot of what has been thrown in front of them inside there. Yeah,
look, I suppose it looks now that Feenagh seem to be going to route one. We'll see, will that happen? They have two big men now, and if they keep him in there and they go direct, they might get a bit of fruition out of it.
Second half on the way, and it's Mungret St. Paul's on the attack straight away. Dermot Hines has it in his hand, trying to flick it across to Owen Mulcahy, but he's still fiddling around with it. Is the Mungret number 15. Well, they're fouled by Dermot Coleman. Hand on the back, I think, was the problem there, Joe. He won the ball.
I think it was more, he bought the free, he knew what was coming.
No, it was coming. Dermot fell into the trap maybe as Mark O'Brien comes out to take it. And we see John Reddington on the field. Maybe he wants to take the free. He's getting fairly close to it. It's going to be Mark O'Brien for Mungret. He's a metre or so inside, or outside his own 65. Struck it very well from Mark O'Brien.
Just tailed.
Just at the very last second, Joe tailed. That one had another 20 yards in it easily.
Absolutely.
Great strike. Just tailed away at the end as he hit across it. But again, a little warning to Feenagh Kilmeedy if they need it. As big high puck out from Bergen, straight down the middle towards Morris Fitzgibbon. Up goes Morris, batted away by Conor Lynch, but it is in the hands now of Cian O'Connor, and Cian O'Connor has struck it. Cian O'Connor has got, and that's a vital score to start of the second half for Feenagh Kilmeedy.
Yeah, a big swing there now. The free that was missed by Mark O'Brien, and then Feenagh come out and get a score straight away.
111 to 17 now in favour of Mungret St. Paul's as Decky Brown takes that one over towards Chams again. He's been outstanding. Maybe a hint of a throw there as Dermot Hines gets the shot away. Didn't go to plan for him. He's blocked down, but it falls to Daniel Larkin. Larkin kicks it ahead. He's going to have to be stopped there legally or illegally. Feenagh Kilmeedy have got the ball in their hands, and there's going to be a free out. And this is the start they needed, Joe. This is the start they wanted, and they've got it.
Yeah, they were out with intent early, and to be fair, they've backed it up. I suppose they're going to route one, big high puck out as well. It looks like that.
Daniel Larkin's in a bit of trouble here on the Mungret side. We're seeing a couple of players warm up for Mike Fitzgerald and Kevin O'Hagan's side.
I think it's just a slap in the shin.
A dreaded one this time of year, Joe. They always hurt more around this time of the year, don't they?
I don't know about you, John, but they hurt any time of the year when I got them.
And you got plenty of them, Joe, to be fair, you did. It is.
The joys of hurling senior in West Limerick when you're 14 years of age. Just the nearest thing to a blood sport you could get.
You're all the better for it, though, Joe. All the better for it.
Do you know what? It makes you grow up very quickly.
Very quickly indeed. Just a worry now for Mungret, as Joe Quaid mentioned, probably a bit of a tricky one.
Is there a change?
There may be a change here for... No, he's just trying something snaky, Joe. The number 5 for Feenagh Kilmeedy, David Boyce.
Thought he was going out to the shop.
Well, it's his man that is down injured, so he's taking a run away, trying to go unnoticed. But Mark O'Brien, even in his slender years, has spotted through that one. He's seen right through that. Well, Larkin is he's been helped up. He's certainly shipped a heavy enough on there. He's going to operate inside the full forward line for the moment, but I think you're going to see Luke Walsh warming up for Mungret. So maybe he's the man to come in here as Michael Bergen launches this one towards goal for Feenagh Kilmeedy. He's going to drop on the 21. Fitzgibbon goes up. Gerald Gorman goes up, the half-time substitute, but it just played out of danger initially from the Mungret St. Paul centre-back. Conor Flahav, clearance though isn't good.
Oh.
There's a chance into Morris Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon shouldn't miss that one.
He did.
But he did.
Terrible
All
miss.
the time in the world, and he's been, that's not what he needed there. It's not what Feenagh needed as Owen Mulcahy launches one into his own attack. Mikey Mullins' hand goes up. Kevin Murphy gets the hurley to it first, but Mikey Mullins has got it into the hand. And Mikey Mullins, well, the umpire goes for the flag eventually. Good score, good finish. And Mungret St. Paul's take full advantage of that miss from Morris Fitzgibbon.
That's insult to injury there after missing a simple enough score, and then they go down and get a great score at the other end.
A 5-point lead for Mungret again here as Feenagh Kilmeedy on the attack. And it is Fitzgibbon has it flicked away from him, brilliantly done. Out comes Cian Maloney, gets a pass away now to Owen Mulcahy. We're already seeing what he can do. Off to Chams. Chams with the strike. This will be an excellent score for Mungret. And Chams Jagana, well, they worked it very, very well. It was a little pot shot he had, Joe, and he pot shotted it to perfection.
He's having a huge influence on the game from puck outs, and now he's after adding a score as well.
113 to 1-7
Great
here.
score here again.
And we've got another one. David Boyce, they're coming thick and fast here. I'm hardly able to write him down, Joe. It's again high quality start to the second half.
We were kind of expecting it might take a bit of a dip because of the quality of the first half. If anything, it's got better.
113 to 1-8, 5 points in it again. It's Mungret St. Paul's on the attack, and it's John Wright with possession right off his left. The strike is going to drop, and it's going to drop over the bar. Another excellent
this is
score.
Ridiculous.
We're being treated to a feast of scores here, Joe.
And they're all good scores, well worked, skill in abundance.
114 now to 1-8. I gotta keep checking that one myself. They're coming so thick and fast. It's Mungret trying to win it again on the ground. Referee John Holland decided to throw that one in. And it is a 6-point game again here. It is Mungret St. Paul's in the ascendancy, as it was at half time, and it's Mikey Mullins winning this, of course. Senior experience from last year at Mungret St. Paul's. Used all that experience to win that free, and you know, Feenagh Kilmeedy are starting to give out to the referee that little bit more with every decision, Joe. They need to just get on with it. Yeah, they need to just get on with things. May not be going their way, but the only way to turn that around is by putting the work in. It's just not happening for them at the moment. It was Sean Kelly, I think, on this occasion. That was
silly free over there, no danger.
Mark O'Brien, as we've seen throughout this game, well capable of sending this one over Michael Bergen's crossbar.
He's only missed one free, John, I think, up to this.
So O'Brien, a couple of metres in from that far side, well populated far stand here in Kilmallock, as O'Brien strikes it. Now the crowd will tell you fairly quickly that one has the accuracy as well. Another score for Mungret St. Paul's, another one for Mark O'Brien.
They're starting to stretch away now. It's gone out to a 7-point game. And Feenagh had started well.
115 to 1-8. He's starting to get to the stage even early in the second half. The Feenagh may need goals. Gerald Gorman's on the run.
Well done.
Flicked away brilliantly by Conor White. Sideline ball to Feenagh, but Mungret have a bigger worry, as I think it's Owen Mulcahy that's in a fair bit of trouble there. Down injured, and he's holding his shoulder. The dreaded collarbone. Well, this is a major worry for Mungret St. Paul's. One of their best players this afternoon. Delighted us in the first half, Joe, with that stunning goal and a point in the space of a couple of minutes. Well, it's Owen Mulcahy, I think that's in a bit of trouble. Well, it'll be a sad way for his afternoon to end.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's after popping, but I think it might be just a stinger.
First, yeah.
A bit of a set between John O'Halloran and Mark Keane there. I think a disagreement in opinion.
It's Conor Lynch that's actually down, Joe, not Owen Mulcahy. It's Conor Lynch that's the man down injured. So, luckily, I think we had big worries for him immediately when he hit the ground. He was in a bit of pain, but maybe just a bit.
No, I think it's,
as you said, a stinger.
stinger.
Yeah, thankfully from his point of view. We'll restart play now with David Boyce's sideline cut.
So another one wasted there now.
Yeah, and it's
need to keep that in play. They need to get the next score or two,
or
the game will go away from them.
This time of year, Joe, trying sideline cuts with a heavy ground like this, you're not going to get the purchase you need, as Declan Brown plays this one down. Hannigan is there for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Still trying to win it over on that far side. Battle for possession. Luke Ryan is there for Feenagh. He's done very well to get into hand and get away as Luke Ryan. Certainly initially played the ball out. Shoulder, says John O'Halloran, much to the chagrin of the Feenagh Kilmeedy sideline. Ball played inside though. Back with play. It's Mark O'Brien trying to win it, but it's Feenagh Kilmeedy and David Boyce that have picked it up. Plays a low one in to Gerald Garment. Great pickup. And on to Morris Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon, you know he's going to try and run at it. Off he goes. Morris Fitzgibbon off his left. And he sent it between the posts. Inspirational score from their captain. A very well worked one as well.
Yeah, that's what they need to be doing. They need to get their balls down the wings, not into the corners, play it across and give it to the likes of Morris.
That's a more manageable 6-point lead now for a 6-point deficit from Feenagh Kilmeady's point of view. As this one goes long again, they're there again with Brian Hannigan. Hannigan looks at his options in front, flicks it high up towards Gerald Gorman. Gorman's up, brings it down to himself, loses his balance, but is still there trying to win it. A little bit of a challenge with Conor White. Morris Fitzgibbon is there. Morris has it in his hand, plays it back, and it's a good ball back to David Boyce. Boyce up the middle, heading in towards Rory O'Connor. O'Connor flicks it on, heading in towards John O'Gorman. He's got a man with him. It's Luke Ryan. Luke with the shot, and Luke has sent it over a bar as well. Luke Ryan didn't have a good first half, didn't go his way. Still had the chance to join.
Yeah, he seems to be improving, getting a lot more ball out around and seems to be using it a lot better.
5-point game. 5-point game here in Kilmallock, and it's underway quickly again. Mungret now playing this one up the lines, and it's a chance for Mark O'Brien. This would be some score if he can get it. Hand pass inside. Well, I said hand passes, I used the word loosely. Looked like you throw him. We're 100 yards away, Joe. We could see it. I think John O'Halloran isn't going to miss one like that.
No, indeed. Look, Feenagh seem to be coming back now, but they need to capitalise it.
Yeah, they need having
the crowd behind
scores,
you and a couple of model victories, but they need to start putting the ball over the bar, and I think they'll need a goal if they're going to get back into this and win it.
Michael Bergen has struck it. Not one of his better strikes, but it's going to land on the 21. Up goes Fitzgibbon. Off him is Rory O'Connor. O'Connor has the space and he's put it over. And just, Joe, they're going more direct as you call for, and they're starting to get a bit of purchase out of it.
If you didn't know me, you'd actually think I knew what I was talking about, John. Yeah, look.
But it's 3 points in the space of a minute and a half.
They're playing this very, very simple game.
115 to 111 now in Mungret St. Paul's favour, and you're starting to hear the Feenagh Kilmeedy fans for the first time that game. Brilliant challenge there. 50-50 ball as Mungret St. Paul's coming away with it. Inside now to Daniel Larkin, who seems to have improved, and Larkin's on the run. It's Sean Murray to stay with him. Larkin, brilliant block down from Murray. Breaks inside to Mark O'Brien, but the Feenagh Kilmeedy defender Bobby Dunnigan is there. Gets the pass away to Brian Hannigan. Hannigan flicks it, gets a good pass away, and Sean Kelly delivers it inside. Now we've a game on here in Kilmallock. Rory O'Connor breaks the ball down to himself under pressure immediately. Doesn't get it into his hands. Good defensive work from Conor Lynch, who seems to have recovered fully from that injury. But Morris Fitzgibbon back to the midfielder Keane O'Connor. He's got one in this half. He delivers it inside. Just he went for the shot. John O'Gorman was in there. Could have worked out though. The old miss-hit shot, Joe, as we all know, can be a difficult one to deal with. But from that occasion for Feenagh Kilmeedy, but their dander is up, Joe, and they're starting to win those 50-50 battles. Decky Brown gets us back on the way, aiming for Chams is probably the right option here, but you're seeing more and more. It's Brian Hannigan that's with Chams Jagana when he goes up for them once. It's Brian Hannigan with the challenge too, but Mungret St. Paul's have come away with that one. It's Mark O'Brien's delivery in towards Mikey Mullins. Mullins trying to keep it there, doesn't happen though. A chance now for Feenagh Kilmeedy with David Boyce to clear. They had the advantage of the free. It was Keane O'Connor that won it, and Joe, the game really now taking back on where we had it in the first half.
There's definitely upped in tempo here from both sides now.
Michael Bergen goes short with it, and it's cleared just about by David Boyce under pressure from John
going
Wright.
Down the middle now.
Gone straight down the middle.
There we go again.
There again.
There we go.
Break it inside. O'Gorman didn't get it into his hand. That was John O'Gorman. Mungret feverishly working back there to make sure Feenagh Kilmeedy don't get it into the hand. It's Rory O'Connor's there. Battle on the ground for it. It's going to pop out to the Mungret St. Paul's
Lynch's
defender.
shoulder is
Big
gone.
shoulder from John O'Gorman. Free out, says the referee. He'll pull on the jersey, but I think Conor Lynch is down again here.
I think that's the end of his game.
Yeah, looks to be struggling again. And Mungret St. Paul's number 5. Yeah, and it is going to be the end of him. You're going to see Stephen Dilworth, more experienced player on the Mungret St. Paul's side, to coming on for Conor Lynch. We were seeing Stephen Dilworth come on now. And he's been told very in unequivocal terms from Mike Fitzgerald, pick up number 17. That means he's going straight on Ger O'Gorman. So 2 big men in marking each other. Joe might see a few battles there before the afternoon is out. We are seeing Conor Lynch is still on the field, so play will not restart until he is able to leave the field.
He just went down it. I just saw him going down. He landed in the shoulder and
just in the middle of that breaking that little scrum where the ball came out in Mungret's favour. The Mungret St. Paul's physio John Paul Baggett just taking all the necessary precautions. This does suit Mungret in a way as well, just taking this thing out of the game a little bit.
The momentum now was really with Feenagh Kilmeedy. This has kind of killed it a bit. They need to get the crowd behind them again now and win a couple of tough balls. James
Gigana goes up once more from Declan Brown's free, but again, no clean ball being won unless it's been won by Feenagh Kilmeedy, and it's Dermot Coleman winning that one. Switches play over towards Rory O'Connor. Good defending there on this occasion from the Mungret St. Paul's player. Shoulder to shoulder from Mass Fitzgibbon on Cian Maloney, and it's worked down now. And on goes with the ball as Sean Kelly plays a short one to Mass Fitzgibbon. You don't want to slap off Mass. Big strong man. He's won the free. Cian Maloney looking for a bit of retribution from the fair hit according to the referee. And he just kind of slashed across him. Could be a yellow card for the Mungret number 7.
To be fair, there was no need for it because he was after giving one himself over on the sideline. So if you're going to give it, you've got to be able to take it.
You do indeed. The cheap option, but it's a chance now for Dermot Coleman to make it a 3-point game. And well, it's exactly where Feenagh would want to be. You know, at this stage, they were 5 points down at the break, Joe, and they've really, they've improved in the last 5 or 6 minutes to bring it back to a 3-point game if he can send this one between the posts.
Momentum is definitely with them.
Coleman just that little bit closer to the Mungret St. Paul's 45 than the 65. And again, he's been deadly accurate from frees so far in this game. So Dermot Coleman hits it. Yeah, no problem whatsoever for him. Going to have another substitution here for Mungret St. Paul's. Number 19, JJ Harrington, coming in for Dan Larkin. Daniel Larkin just unable in the end to finish it out, Joe, after picking up that injury.
Yeah, he seems to be limping coming off. He'll be a big loss to them now. He had a good influence on the game up there. He was good to get possession. Played a lot of intelligent ball around the place as well.
115 to 112. 17 minutes nearly played of this Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship final. Puck out is again won, and it's won by Coleman this time. Plays it long inside in towards John O'Gorman. O'Gorman, he got his hand to it, just couldn't catch it. Just couldn't get it into the paw.
If he had that cut, John,
goal
was looking towards the goal line, he wouldn't have seen him.
No, as Decky Brown takes this one quickly. That's JJ Harrington in for Mungret St. Paul's. They're going short with it. Mungret, it's just over and into Luke Ryan. Luke Ryan has it for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Switches play. It's a good ball over towards Ger O'Gorman. Just that little bit in front of him. Stephen Dilworth is there for Mungret St. Paul's. Staying with him though is Ger O'Gorman. Pass away to Eamon Flahav. Flahav still going, using his pace to get away. David Boyce gets the hurley in, but Flahav keeps going for Mungret St. Paul's. This would be a great score if he can get it. Well, I suppose Joe had to go for it after the 80-yard run with the ball, but couldn't hit the target.
That is probably a reason he's corner back.
Well, it's a lucky escape there. Lucky escape from that short puck. It worked out. Into Mass Fitzgibbon it goes. He's got Luke Ryan out on his left. Luke Ryan, I should say. Mass Fitzgibbon keeps going with it. The pass isn't great.
Well done.
It's a good take from Luke Ryan. He can put 2 between the teams.
That's a great score.
That's exactly what Luke Ryan has done. And now we've a Joe Quaid. We've a cracking finish to this game, mate.
Yeah. As I said at half time, Morris Fitzgibbon, that after bringing him into the game, Mungret don't seem to have any answer for him. Turnover and a short puck out.
And it just hasn't worked out. It's Rory O'Connor just couldn't get the ball stuck in the mud. And Mungret St. Paul's through Conor Flav have gotten away with that one. And Cian Maloney drives it in towards the full forward line. JJ Harrington is there, flicked away from him. And again, Feenagh Kilmeedy have ball in hand. Flick towards David Boyce. Boyce has it. Deliver it quickly. He delivers it low towards Ger O'Gorman. Stephen Dilworth is with him. It's O'Gorman, the half-time substitute that's there. And Fitzgibbon has it in his hand into the middle. Is there a goal on here? It's Dermot Coleman on it. Passes on to Rory O'Connor. Turns his man. Chance. Blocked down, no free, and Mungret St. Paul's through Declan Brown are able to clear their lines.
It's definitely a free, I'd say. No, he's after blowing the whistle, but...
Has he given a free? Well, we're waiting for the signal from referee John O'Halloran to see what's being given here. The last 6 points have come for Feenagh Kilmeedy. They've really thundered back into this contest. We're coming up to the 19-minute mark in the second half here. It's Mungret St. Paul still leading by 115 to 113. But, Joe Quaid, we have a serious finish to this game ahead of us, I think.
That, no, to me, was a free in. I know he might have played advantage, but that would have brought it back to a point.
Where's the advantage?
There was no advantage.
That's the question there, but no, it's
no, he didn't put his hand up to be fair.
No, he didn't. No, didn't see it as a free. And it's going to be Declan Brown to launch this one away, as far away from goal as you can imagine, towards Champs-Jagan, and Brian Hannigan wins it, but it's going to fall for Mungret. But again, there's another turnover, ball on the ground. It's in the hands of Sean Kelly. Kelly again delivering over towards Gerard Gorman. There's been a late hit, and this one is a free. Late hit on the Feenagh Kilmeedy player. And Mungret, just as we said in the first half at Feenagh Kilmeedy, just starting to panic that little bit.
I'm not casting aspersions, but I think that may be making up for the last one that wasn't given.
I leave you get in trouble with the referees for a change, not me.
They all have my name anyway.
Mine too. It's going to be a chance either way for Diarmuid Coleman.
Bring it back to 1.
1 point between the sides.
Game on now.
Absolutely, and plenty of time left in this game with all the momentum in the world. This will be 7 in a row for Feenagh Kilmeedy if Coleman can put this one over the bar.
Mungret don't seem like even getting within a sniff of a score.
But you're even seeing, Joe, in the first half as Coleman makes no mistake with that. Brian Hannigan from the puckouts, and from everywhere Champs-Jagan is going now, he is on him like a rat.
Getting it to ground. That's all he has to do, because they seem to be mopping up every breaking ball around the middle third there now.
7 and
they're really coming on top, and they're playing the ball straight down the middle. Let John O'Gorman off.
John O'Gorman's race is run. It's going to be Patrick O'Doherty wearing number 19 that comes in. John O'Gorman, a big strong man, just didn't go his way today, to be fair. Close on a number of occasions. And it's Declan Brown with Mungret leading now by just that solitary score, aiming towards Champs-Jagan. That's not going to reach him. And Brian Hannigan is there once more. Battle on the ground once more. And that suits Feenagh
won it again.
They win it again. It's cleared up towards Rory O'Connor.
Oh.
The pull comes. It's a good fair pull. But Rory O'Connor has won the free.
This
and
is
a chance
level
for Feenagh Kilmeedy to get back on level terms. But Joe, they're winning every single 50-50 ball. They're doing as you said. They're getting the ball to ground from the Mungret St. Paul's pocket, which has been such a source of promise for them in the first half. They're getting the ball to ground, they're winning it on the ground.
Yeah, they've won every break, I'd say, in around the middle third there for the last 10 minutes. And they're delivering in, getting out, delivering quick ball in. And to be fair to the forwards, they're holding it up or they're getting a score out of it.
So right from the 65, well, just inside the 65 is a chance for Diarmuid Coleman. Joe, from what we've seen so far, this shouldn't be an issue the way he strikes the ball.
You curse him, John.
Well, I got away with it in the first half. Hopefully I get away with it again from their point of view, but he has struck the ball superbly throughout this game. Has the Feenagh Kilmeedy number 10. No, Joe,
between it.
He's not listening to us today. No, Diarmuid Coleman has levelled this game for just the third time.
The next score is going to be vital here now. Can Feenagh Kilmeedy drive on, or will Mungret stop the rot?
Battle on the ground. Sean Kelly is there first. Mark O'Brien is there for Mungret St. Paul's, but Kelly, that's O'Brien that flicks it forward, but it's Feenagh Kilmeedy, it's flicked away and it's flicked up. It's bobbled. Conditions starting to play their part. Bobbled away from a couple of players on each team here. Champs-Jagan is there for Mungret, and it's Champs that has it, plays it in along the line, looking towards John Wright. That's going to go out over the sideline, and it's going to be a Feenagh Kilmeedy ball.
Mungret aren't getting the space on the ball now. Every time anyone from Mungret in the middle third of the forwards gets the ball, there's 3 or 4 Feenagh Kilmeedy lads around him.
8 in a row from the 37th minute has seen this game level for a third time, Joe. You have to give the credit to Feenagh Kilmeedy. They stuck with it and they're back in this game. Of course, it must be finished on today. That's a great sideline cut from Boyce. Mosfett's is up.
He's got
it in the hand, and there's trouble brewing here for Mungret St. Paul's. Off goes Mosfett's given. He's lost control of it momentarily. Still picking and poking.
Just ran out of gas.
Ran out of gas, understandably too. But the clearance isn't good from Mungret's point of view. It's Patrick O'Doherty, the substitute, trying to get involved straight away here. The ball didn't come up in for him straight away. Sean Kelly is there. Coleman is there as well for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Plenty of bodies there for Mungret as well, but O'Doherty is in there. It's going to break, and it's going to break to
Corner
Sean
back.
Murray.
No
Sean
way.
Murray.
Oh, what a
feet
score.
out front.
What
And
a
Murray's
score.
done it. Well, we've seen some exceptional scores in this game, and Sean Murray has provided the latest. 9 in a row for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Have them 116 to 115 up front.
I take it back what I said about cornerbacks not able to score, John. That was some score.
And off come Mungret St. Paul's now. They've won a free, and it's a lazy challenge, Joe. It's a lazy one. They didn't need to do it. Maybe Rory O'Connor chasing back 60 yards. Couldn't help himself.
For Sean Murray, actually,
Sean
I think.
Murray.
Yeah, after he got a bit carried away.
That's more understandable.
He thought he was a forward there for a few minutes.
But it is a chance for Mark O'Brien and Mungret St. Paul's to
This
arrest
is
the
badly
slide.
needed, but
They haven't scored Mungret since that 37th minute. It was O'Brien from a free that got it at that stage as well. So
17 minutes without a score.
it's Mark O'Brien with the strike. He's got it.
Yeah.
Good stuff from Mark O'Brien there. Pressure on Joe. No mistake whatsoever with that one. Lovely
Fair,
strike.
The standard of free taking here today has been exceptional.
Standard full stop has been
There we go
exceptional
now.
to be fair.
We're going down the middle again.
116 to 116. And it's Feenagh Kilmeedy up in Mungret territory, and they're seeing the damage as Chams Jagana back trying to help out his backs as
There we
nose
go
are
again.
under
They win
pressure,
another
but it's
rock.
Coleman who'll want to go off his left ear. McColeman plays it across instead, intercepted by Keane Maloney from Mungret St. Paul's. Hand pass off to Chams. Chams now under pressure.
Oh, well
Hooked
done.
brilliantly by Gerald Gorman. Under pressure still. Chams still going. No foul, no free coming. Was that a throw? It looked dodgy from our vantage point. Stephen Dilworth inside towards Mark O'Brien. O'Brien now on the run for Mungret. He's under pressure from Bobby Donegan. O'Brien delivers inside. It's going to break inside. Mikey Mullins breaks it down. Harrington.
What a save!
What a save from Bergin. It's a
Penalty.
free in penalty.
Gee, this is everything, John. That's everything.
Michael Bergin with one of the most unbelievable saves you're going to see. Harrington drove it. He couldn't have hit it any better, Joe.
I think it hit him in the helmet.
It doesn't matter what it hits, as you know.
He
and
stood
I know.
tall.
He stood tall, and he maybe need a bit of attention there. He's talking to one of the umpires.
So he
Yeah,
got
I
it
think
in the
you're
ear.
right, Joe. Maybe got it in the side of the ear. May have a delay here, but the foul came in. And is it going to be on Mulcahy?
Yeah, what do you do here now, John? Do you take your point? Or do you go for the goal?
It is. We're seeing more
4
and more
minutes
with
to go.
penalties. 4 minutes to go. It's a tricky one, Joe. I mean, there's certainty of putting it over the bar. There's no
Yeah.
certainty of scoring it.
Considering only 1 point got in the last 20 minutes.
It is going to be. It's Mikey Mullins with the ball in his hand. Or are they waiting for Mark O'Brien to come over from the wing? We're waiting to see. It's Mark O'Brien that's going to be taking it, I think. Yeah. So O'Brien, who levelled the game moments ago, has the chance from 21 metres when he strikes it. And Joey, we also have the added one of the conditions over there being tough. There's no the middle of the field in Kilmallock.
Pressure on now.
But the pressure is on as the ball comes up and strikes it.
Oh, great finish.
And buries it.
Great finish.
Brilliant goal from Mark O'Brien. Knew what he wanted to do. Skidded it along the ground, Joe. Cool under pressure. That's a brilliant finish. And Feenagh have to lift it again now.
What's in it? 3 minutes left, John.
56 and a half gone here in Kilmallock. It's Mungret St. Paul's leading by 3 yet again, and that could be the killer blow in this Woodlands House Hotel
that's
Junior
the line.
Hurling Championship final. But Feenagh Kilmeedy and David Boyce haven't given up yet. Boyce delivers
go,
inside over towards Diarmuid Coleman. Coleman is there. Stephen Dilworth has done very, very well to get to that first. Showing all the experience in the world there, Stephen Dilworth. He was looking for a free there. Nothing forthcoming from the referee. Sideline ball over on that far side to Feenagh.
They need to get the big men now in the edge of the square there. They're very light in around there at the moment.
216 to
Jorah Gorman
116.
has just gone in there now.
Yeah, they need something here.
Keep
Do
this in
Feenagh.
play anyway.
That's the most important thing. They don't leave it. That's a good ball
There he is.
across.
Oh!
Oh, Gorman pulled first time.
Should have probably tried to
Was he
catch it.
better up to catch it? That's exactly what I was thinking as that one went across. But either way, it's Mungret St. Paul's coming away with it.
Pace now.
And it is David Hines with all the pace in the world playing. Not the greatest of deliveries. Hannigan has it. He's been one of the best players in the field in the second half as the Feenagh Kilmeedy centre
Push
back
on.
plays this one up. It's well won back there. It's Conor White, I think, that has it for Mungret St. Paul's. Well, he turned across looking for Chams.
Well done.
Sometimes you can go too often to the one man. It's worked out for Cian Maloney here. Maloney ships a couple of heavy challenges and a third challenge as well before delivering to Mikey Mullins. Well spotted by the referee. Well spotted.
A little bit of a nudge.
Just nudged him. He knew exactly what he was at, did Mikey Mullins. Showing he's a young lad as Mikey, but plenty of experience there. Nudged it, got away with it. Unless the referee wouldn't have seen that, Jaws, or another Mungret St. Paul's man is on the ground in midfield.
He probably didn't need to nudge him.
Yeah, I'm just getting word here from the third official down below. We're going to have at least minimum of 5 minutes additional time here to finish this one, just to add even more drama. We don't want the 10, to be fair. We stay here till the start. If the standard stays up.
This year, I have to say.
And you want finals to live up to their billing, and certainly we've been treated to everything you could ever wish for in a hurling match. So all we're missing is a red card. That could happen yet.
There's 5 minutes left yet. There's a fella down there, and he didn't get that from falling over by himself. So
it's now been confirmed 6 minutes minimum due to this injury, I presume. A minimum of 6 minutes of additional time. And it is Cian Maloney. Well, Cian Maloney, as we saw, he shipped 2 hits and then a third as Brian Hannigan went in for the block.
He's had a great
game. A bit of wear and tear, I think, maybe more than anything. He needs a bit of fuel to get him back into position. He'll get plenty of that tonight if Mungret St. Paul's can hold on to this 3-point lead here, as Michael Bergen, who definitely gained at least 10 metres from where that should be played. 6 minutes of additional time minimum confirmed. Here's Mass Fitzgibbon is on the run. He's got a free, and Dermot Coleman will want to take this quickly. Put it over the bar. Try and win the next one. There is 6 minutes minimum left in this game. Plenty of time for Feenagh Kilmeedy to level again. And given the way they've played in the last 20 minutes, they're well capable of doing it, as well as Coleman, who's been unerring from place balls in this game. Was a chance to put 2 points between the sides yet again. No problem whatsoever again for him.
Need to win this puck out now.
It's a big one here, and Decky Brown will use all his experience in the world. He'll be in no rush, you would imagine, to take it. A lot quicker than I would have taken it, I can tell you.
I can't comment on that, John. Putting up with that for the last 30 years.
Yeah, not far behind you at a different level as Luke Ryan goes on here for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Switches, plays a good ball over towards Coleman. Coleman gets it in his hand. He wants it on his left. Gets it onto his left hand side. Coleman is well hooked. He's been fouled.
Back to one again, John.
Back to one again if he can nail it, which, again, I will say it. He's been superb all afternoon from frees, has Dermot Coleman. So I don't know, my heart was bad enough from the Premier Intermediate final yesterday. I can't take another one. We're getting exactly that again.
A huge thing in the game is Brian Hannigan going on champs, because he's winning no puck outs now.
Yeah, it is. It's been a master stroke from the Feenagh management. Something they spotted in the first half and they dealt with it in the second half superbly, as Coleman has got that one as well. So
1 point game.
2:16 to Mungret, 1:18 to Feenagh Kilmeedy. 31.5 minutes on the clock. There's 4.5 minutes of minimum 4.5 minutes of additional time remaining as Decky Brown launches this one. He's gone into the crowd towards Chams Jagan again. It breaks to Sean Kelly. And Kelly now off to Patrick O'Doherty. Needs to strike it. Needs a bit of help. Hand pass it straight to a Mungret St. Paul's player in Mark O'Brien. Great block down for Brian Hannigan. He plays it inside. Is there something on here for Rory O'Connor? Good defending back there from Conor White and Flahav as well, but they've broken it up. Feenagh Kilmeedy, the ball is there. Good pick up from Flahav again. Conor Flahav plays it to Mark O'Brien, who's gone back, helping out near, and offloads to Tom Lloyd. Lloyd, plenty of energy late on again. Tom Lloyd. And he's going to keep running with it too, is Tom Lloyd. Great ball up now to Eamon Flahav. Flahav gets the ball in his hand. Half the battle done for him as Flahav keeps going with it. He's had one shot in this half. He's going to keep running with it. Eamon Flahav looking for the foul. Brilliant flick away. And it was Sean Murray, the corner back, who's got a point. Patrick O'Doherty onto David Boyce. Boyce launches it up 2 on 3 back there from Feenagh Kilmeedy's point of view. Up goes the hand of Joro Gorman. It's worked out for Mungret St. Paul's. Flahav switches play. 2 Mungret St. Paul's players there. 1 for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Mark O'Brien has it in the hand for Mungret. He's got it back. Hand pass away into the middle to Cian Maloney and off again. Mungret St. Paul's on the move here. And they're trying to hold on to it. Bit of pressure on now. The midfielder, Owen Mulcahy. Cian Maloney fancies a score here. Cian Maloney can't catch it again. Gets the strike away. It's a poor one from Cian Maloney. and it's kept in play by Michael Bergen. Well, he took his time, he did the right thing, finds David Boyce plays it down again, 2-on-1 back there.
Push up.
Gerald Gorman here breaks it down, does his job. As Joe Quaid said, there's too many Mungret defenders, but they've made a mess of it of Mungret, and off goes Rory O'Connor. He's looking for the foul, he's still going. Rory O'Connor doesn't get it, he's still there, needs help quickly. Does the Feenagh Kilmeedy number 13.
There's 8 lads here in the middle of the field.
They're out on their feet, Joe. They're out on their feet, I think, the Feenagh Kilmeedy players. But Tom Lloyd certainly isn't. Tom Lloyd goes off again. He's lost the ball. Sean Kelly has it now. Sean Kelly from Feenagh Kilmeedy. He gets the strike away. It's dropping short. And into the hands of Decky Brown, and he will launch it away from danger. Moments to go here. There's still 2 minutes left to play.
Great catch.
Loads of time here. Great take from John Wright on that side. It's still there. I haven't a clue. In the end, it's a free, and it's a free to Feenagh Kilmeedy. Joe, I need a break. Take over for the last few minutes. I'm done.
I think we'll just sit down. This has been just exceptional.
Dermot Coleman.
I reckon we could be here for a little while longer, John.
I think we might be. I think this could go the distance. Well,
is there overtime given for this?
I'll leave you deal with the powers that be. At that one, you can give the county board officials a ring, Joe, and we'll see what we can get from it.
That would be a firm no, so John.
No. A very firm no, I think, will be the answer. Either way, backward play.
This is going to be a massive free now.
Dermot Coleman from midway between his own 45 and 65, and with the angle, Joe, another 5 metres on top. Another player down injured for Mungret St. Paul's.
But they need to push on.
I think they are out on their feet too, to be fair. In this
put in some
half,
effort.
Huge effort to get back into the game, and then to be hit with that sucker blow of a penalty. But it's a chance now for Coleman. We're 45 seconds of the additional time remaining here in Kilmallock. It's Dermot Coleman to level it once more. He struck them all very well. He didn't get all of that one. It's going to drop. It's going to drop. It's pulled on. It could go anywhere. It's pulled on by O'Doherty, Patrick O'Doherty. Well, he had to have a go at it, Joe. Just didn't get a connection on it. And that could very well be it. 20 seconds to go. I would happily take about 5 minutes if I could to get away with that one, taking the puck out. I don't think Decky Brown's going to be afforded that. He's going to have to get rid of it. He's gone down towards Chams. Hannigan is there. Couple of players there. The ball has gone to ground, and it may end up eventually in the Feenagh Kilmeedy hand. Bobby Donegan is blocked down by Chams. Brilliant stuff. There's a chance here. It's blocked again. It's Brian Hannigan, I think, that has it. Hannigan, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to get it up into his forward. It's in towards O'Gorman. Gerald Gorman needs a bit of help. Offload to Luke Ryan. It's Luke Ryan with the chance. Can he done it? Luke Ryan has done it. What a score from Luke Ryan. Surely to God we've extra time in Kilmallock. Unbelievable stuff. Luke Ryan.
My God.
The brilliance of Gerald Gorman to look there with the pop pass. On it goes. Luke Ryan, we still have time left. We played 30 seconds of additional time. In additional time of additional time. Surely to God it's extra time. It's off with Mark O'Brien. Mark O'Brien looking to get the shot away. Surely time's up.
It's overhit.
Switches it. Daniel Hines is there. Foul. Hines with the chance to win it for Mungret. He's in it. It's going to drop short. The man is in there. And he's got it as Michael Morgan. Michael Morgan has got it. What a catch from the keeper, Joe. I can't do it no more. Unbelievable game of hurling here.
2 fair days in a row now, John.
You wouldn't want to be anywhere else, Joe.
Yes.
We're going to have extra time here in Kilmallock after the most unbelievable finish to the Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship Final. Extra time and penalties is on the offing here. Joe, try and sum that one up.
One more, John. Chaos. What a comeback by Feenagh. Looked like they were in the ascendancy, and then the penalty was a real sucker blow at them after Michael Berger making an unbelievable save. And then just the grit and determination of Feenagh again. Gerard Gorman, to be fair to him, great win in the air. He probably could have shot himself, most fellas would have, but he had the cop on to lay it off. And to be fair, Luke Ryan, who had a very tough, poor first half. Since he's come out the field, he's been outstanding. I think he's more suited, he's rangier. I don't think corner forward suits him, but since he's come out, but to have the balls to take that on from the
when you know it's on the line.
Yeah.
Joe. And in fairness, that's where all the training comes in. You've done it since what, January, February, March. Most of these teams gone back even at this junior level. Just unbelievable stuff. We are going to take, and I'm going to call it a well-deserved little moment of solace here before we're back for extra time. If you're not with us already, you'd better be with us for extra time, because there's plenty of chaos, as Joe Quaid rightly said, left ahead of us. Join us shortly. Welcome back to Kilmallock for extra time and maybe more of this Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship final. Joe, I'm going to give you the nice task now. Try summing up what we've just seen the last 60 minutes, 60 odd minutes, 68 or 9 minutes, whatever it was.
It's one of the best matches I've seen this year at any grade. It has everything you want in a game of hurling, and especially everything you want in a final. It's the showpiece of the junior championship, and credit to both teams. It was just a phenomenal game. I don't know what we're going to expect for the next 20 minutes. As I said, I was tired walking down in the heavy ground down to here. I can imagine what these lads are like. Big thing now is how they managed their time when they went into the dressing room. Masseuses and things, getting lads limbered up again. But if we get anything like we've got John the last 60 minutes for the next 20, I'll stay here for the evening. Gladly.
It's going to be very difficult, Joe, to be fair. You saw how tired both sets of players were at the end of the 60 odd minutes, at the end of regulation time. As Kevin O'Hagan says to us, a cheap old one for a tenner on the stream. He's dead right as well. You have been treated, if you're watching us in Kilmallock, to a game for the ages at the Junior Hurling Championship level. Joe, if there's a vote at the end of the year for Game of the Year, I think we have it nailed down here. As good as the Premier Intermediate was yesterday, this is just taking on a new level.
The Premier Intermediate just came to life at the end. This has been a humdinger from the very first throw-in.
From when John O'Halloran fell on his backside and he threw the ball in, it has had everything. I'm going to have... I suppose
Patsy Coffee's bringing us coffee there, yeah.
Is there coffee for
Is
everyone,
there coffee for everyone, Patsy?
Only for the working men is the response.
He must be giving that to someone. He must be giving that to someone else. So.
Yeah, we're just going to have the toss for which side the teams will play on for extra time. Captains Declan Brown and Morris Fitzgibbon.
The sun is starting to come out now as well, John.
Yeah.
We were
just
lucky.
to add to the occasion, we have been lucky. There hasn't been any rain, which would have made underfoot tricky as they were underfoot, even harder. And it's going to be Mungret St. Paul's playing from right to left, as you see on screen, and Feenagh Kilmeedy from left to right. So as we finished the second half, we're starting the two periods of extra time in the same direction.
And
so
it doesn't look like there's any.
there
might be one change, is there? Number 19.
No, that's JJ.
JJ was on, yeah.
Yeah, JJ was on. So, John O'Halloran to get us back underway here in Kilmallock for the first period of extra time. Just waiting for Michael Bergen and Decky Brown, the bookkeepers, to sort out their hurleys in the net and get ready. They're ready to go, and we are as well here in the commentary box as Ryan Hannigan continues
there's
where
Luke
he left
again.
off, as does Luke
Great
Ryan.
turn.
Just wasn't able to get the ball up on that occasion. Luke Ryan, no question he will. He's going to have a crack. You can be sure of that. It's going to drop short. It's going to drop to the left, and we'll forgive him that one, Joe, in fairness.
Same side of the field.
Champs Jagan is down injured here, and this is where we have the body's just stopping as well, Joe, given what they've put in
it's
so
going
far.
to be vital now with the panels. Looking down here to my right, Feenagh Kilmeedy lads, they look extremely young.
And there's 39 players on the panel overall, Joe, when we're looking at 24 in the Mungret one. So,
and that's
will
phenomenal
that have an impact as well?
Yeah, that's phenomenal for a parish the size of Feenagh Kilmeedy to be able to tag out 39 players. It's
and
great credit,
of course, to be fair, they have a Junior B hurling team as well, so I'm sure a fair combination between the two, but all the same, as you said, for a club of their size to be able to field that many senior clubs in the county would be envious of that.
James is back up again now. He'd be a huge loss now if he had to go off. Although, to be fair, Brian Hennigan has
he's had a
snuffed out his
super second
influence.
Half as Decky Bryan finds Cian Maloney with the puck out, pinpoint puck out from the Mungret keeper over carried
tried to buy the free.
Yeah, Patrick O'Doherty and Luke Ryan all over him like a rash. The two smallest lads in the field maybe against one of the bigger ones, and well, they got the job done. That's a chance now for Diarmuid Coleman to put Feenagh Kilmeedy in front for the first time in extra time. So again, we've said it so often in this game. He's been brilliant from place balls, Joe. I don't think he's missed one.
I don't think so, no.
I think Mark missed two.
I think maybe.
One long range one the first half, and then another long range one the second half. But he'd one drop short as well, actually, towards the end of the game.
As percentages go, it's top class. It's up there with the best free takers in the country, not to mind the county.
So Coleman Let's hit that one.
And we've just...
Of course, as we've said it.
He won't thank us for
I'd say
talking about
tiredness.
that.
No, chance for Feenagh goes missing here at the start of extra time. And we may see a bit more. The level you'd imagine has to drop off from what we've seen in that 60 minutes here. A sideline ball on that far side for Mungret. And Mark O'Brien is eyeing it up, I think, Joe. He's certainly placing it as if he's going to have a crack. Given what we've seen from Mark O'Brien, I'm not going to bet
No, I'm not going to bet against him, no.
Beautiful striker of the ball, as we've seen throughout. Good, dangerous one. And Chams puts the hands up. It's going to break. And it's going to break to Michael Bergen. Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked. It was blocked there by John Wright. Fought to JJ Harrington. Plays it back to Mikey Mullins. Mullins switches it. And it's a switch inside to Mark O'Brien. Over the bar. First score of extra time goes to Mungret.
A bit casual there for Michael Bergen. I know the conditions in there are bad, but even when he had it in his hand, he should have made sure of the clearance. But look, he's had a good game up to this, and we'll forgive him one.
Indeed we will. But it is the lead for Mungret in the game.
Oh, great catch.
Gerald Gorman with the catch. It's a repeat of the equaliser.
Could it be the same again?
If Luke Ryan can send it over the bar. Well, it's not too often in life you see exact replicas, Joe, but we've seen one there.
Lightning isn't supposed to strike twice, but by God it did there. It was like a carbon copy of the levelling point.
Unbelievable to see that happen. And we are level once again as the puck out is brilliantly controlled and taken into the chest by Mike Mullins. But again, he's done well to get offloaded to Keane Maloney. Maloney switches play. Dangerous delivery inside. Plenty of players going for it. It is JJ Harrington that has it, and Harrington's on the run. Danger here. Harrington just over the bar. Joe inches away from another goal.
It's just continuing to be the gift that keeps on giving, John.
I thought the level was going to drop. I was well off the mark.
It's actually getting better, I think.
Unbelievable stuff. Yet again, sees Mungret one to the good. Brian Hannigan has the ball. Plays it short to James O'Regan.
You'll see a few sloppy passes now, probably. Lads getting tired.
Yeah, Cian O'Connor.
He's done
very well.
I thought.
He's done very well to get away with it, we'll say. As O'Regan delivers inside towards Patrick O'Doherty. The hurley goes up.
Catch.
But the hand goes up from Conor White. And Conor White hand passes out to Cian Maloney. Maloney only has the strength to shrug off Luke Ryan and delivers long into Chams. Chams in and operating around full forward at the moment. Breaks it for John Wright. John Wright has it in the hand. He's off. You know he's quick as John Wright. Tries one from a ridiculous angle and was never likely. And he gets a little bit of an ear bashing from Mike Fitz as a result.
He should have recycled that. He had possession. Even bring it out 10 or 15 yards and try and hit it over the shoulder.
We are up towards Rory O'Connor. Breaks it down for himself yet again. Good work from the corner forward. Taking on his man now. He's taken out by Flahav, but Rory O'Connor, well, he tried that one, John.
There's two, one from each side now.
And that's where the tiredness is kicking
tiredness coming. Hold the ball, recycle it.
He's down injured too, is Rory O'Connor.
He's a bit Pat Ryan-esque.
There's very much similarities, isn't there? You can see it clearly there. The socks are rolled up high as well.
Up, tapping the ball down to himself.
So it remains now 2:18 to 1:20. That's Conor White unable to take that one cleanly, and he's under pressure. Moss Fitzgibbon between Patrick O'Doherty and Moss Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon off the left to level it again. And Moss Fitzgibbon, well, they messed around with it and they got punished.
Yeah. Moss is working with my son there, so I'd say if he wins this, he's done it again. He's turned it over again.
It's Moss Fitzgibbon
so
here.
He might be at work tomorrow.
He might keep going here, Moss Fitzgibbon. He's still going, Fitzgibbon. Plays it across, hasn't hit that one.
He narrowed the angle too much for himself.
Just overdid it that little bit too far, and it's a wider as a result.
Mungret still aren't winning any puck outs now.
No. That's
Brian Hennigan is breaking everything to ground.
Delivered inside. Dangerous here. He can't get it in hand. He does. Fitzgibbon off the right this time.
What a score.
And that's the leading score for Feenagh Kilmeedy. And Joe, maybe, just maybe, might be better off leaving him in.
I'd say so. And to be honest, I'd say the only reason he's in there is he was struggling to get back out after the last run. Yeah. I think he's after putting the hands up there in Grant where I am for a while.
Gerald Garman, you could say out the field. I'm fine in here. David Boyce nearly catches it. And it's a break onto the ground once more. It's kicked out over the sideline. And it's last
Feenagh
touch
ball,
chance
that's it.
Jagana. Feenagh Kilmeedy ball. Joe, they've settled into extra time very, very well.
They have, yeah. They look again like the team in the ascendancy here, but come here, John. This is the County Junior Ireland final. Anything can
Anything's
happen.
possible. We have played of what? 7.5 minutes of extra time in this Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship Finals. The sideline cut from David Boyce wasn't the greatest, but it's going to break to Dermot Coleman. Coleman has it hooked as he tried to flick it, and it's good play from Eamon Fleagh, and it's Tom Lloyd on the run. Lloyd delivering a dangerous one inside towards Mullins. Battle in there, maybe a free. Been tug on the jersey maybe as they take it up. Brilliant from James O'Regan to win that ball. He needs a bit of help now, James O'Regan.
Got to get rid of it.
And he does get rid of it, and that's all he had to do, because it's found Dermot Coleman. We've a man down here, it's Sean Kelly for Feenagh Kilmeedy. Ball's played up towards Patrick O'Doherty. Neither him nor Conor White can win it. White will get to it first though. The second attempt at Conor White plays a low one towards Eamon Fleagh. Just sits up nicely for him. Didn't have to control it, could catch it, and gets a left-handed strike up towards the middle. It's John Wright there, and it is John Wright, but David Boyce, who's been a tour de force for Feenagh, has been caught by Mikey Mullins, and a battle on the ground again. Kevin Murphy is there, so is Mark O'Brien with the strike to level it again. Joe, he's nailed it. We'll run out of superlatives soon enough for this. 122 to 219. Odd square yet again here in Kilmallock. Long puck out from Michael Bergen. Up goes Rory O'Connor, and he's gone down injured here. I think he's landed cramp as Mark O'Brien is put under pressure. Brilliant pressure from Cian O'Connor as he struck that one. Mikey Mullins chases it in though from Mungret St. Paul's, and it's two players on the ground for him. Mullins flicks it back to Chams Jagana. Chams has it in the hand. He had it in the hand, but not for long. And in goes Hannigan. And they've won the ball back. James O'Regan, low delivery, plays it up the line. A chance now for Luke Ryan to deliver inside. Delivers it just over the head of Fleagh. And it's Moss Fitzgibbon. It drops for Patrick O'Doherty.
Great
little flick away, Conor White. But it's off the ground. No, free in. It's a free in to Feenagh Kilmeedy.
I would have called that great defending.
Like good defending from our point. Maybe John O'Halloran has a better view than us, to be fair.
Yeah, he's saying a flick, but I thought he got the ball, to be fair.
Usually when you flick like that and you get the ball, it's play away.
Yeah.
Not on this occasion. A chance for Feenagh. And we're going to have one additional minute at the end of the first half of first period of extra time, and a chance for Feenagh.
Rory O'Connor seems in a bit of bother.
Yeah, he landed. I think it's cramp more than anything, Joe.
Just look like it seized up.
Landed. We're also seeing Mark O'Brien getting tended to here as well, but we're back with Dermot Coleman.
Like as good and all as it looks on the telly, the pitch, and it is in great condition for the rain we got. It's still soft underfoot, and it's really taking it out of the players' legs.
John O'Halloran stopping a quick puck out there with players down injured as Dermot Coleman puts Feenagh Kilmeedy back in front.
One surprising thing, John, is that they're not using their benches. You'd expect maybe, look, they're happy with what they have, but a bit of fresh legs now, especially even for the second period, could be the difference between winning and losing this game.
But even that, Joe, if they're not happy with what's on the bench as the half-time whistle goes, bring players that have already come off back on, but that's why we're up here maybe and they're not at the moment.
Maybe I'd prefer to be here today now than managing any of these two sides.
Yeah, it's
tension,
a very difficult one to manage at the moment here. It is half-time at the first period of extra time, I should say, half-time at the end of the first period. It is Feenagh Kilmeedy leading Mungret St. Paul's 123 to 219. Joe, we have not had a hint of a drop-off. Thought we might, given the tiredness that has to be in the legs and everything that comes with it, but it's just been outstanding.
It's just continued, John. It's from the first throw-in, as we said, when John O'Halloran hit the deck, up until now, the standard hasn't dropped off. Feenagh Kilmeedy just seem to be still winning an awful lot of the dirty breaking ball in the rucks. I
think we're going to see a sub for Feenagh. John Nix down in front of us is warming up fairly vigorously. A lot more vigorous than I'd ever warm up, and a lot of people that I know will tell you exactly the same thing on that. But it is, you have to imagine, and Mungret, obviously with this being their second team, they are limited in resources wise, very young team out in the field, and maybe that's why they're not using it the legs are still there. We'll probably have seen Feenagh struggle leggy-wise towards the end of the game, but in the first half of extra time, there's been no drop-off again from them. So
they've looked like they went into the dressing room, rejuvenated themselves.
Maybe a supper, as you said it during the game, supper, whatever they're having, might do us the world of good. As we have Feenagh Kilmeedy just waiting to see if that substitute happens. And John Nix wearing number 24. Now we're just trying to figure out if John Nix looks to be definitely on, Joe. And we'll just see. We'll just see what the development is here. We're moments away from getting back underway for the second period of extra time here in Kilmallock of this game of the year. We're calling it now, Joe. I'm happy to call it now. I don't care what happens for the rest of the year. And there's plenty of games. We're now seeing it's Rory O'Connor that's going to be unable to continue, we think.
The cramp, I think, just got him too much.
Just unable to continue, need legs.
Oh no, hang on.
We were told it was Rory O'Connor coming off, but we're now being told maybe not. Maybe that powers of rejuvenation have hit Rory, as well as several other players. We will update you. I think John Nix is in either way, though, for Feenagh Kilmeedy and Mungret St. Paul's. We see Mike Fitzgerald and Kevin O'Hagan, I should say. Eamon's his brother. Kevin O'Hagan going through their final paces and final instructions. You know, like it's very difficult. You've been on the sideline a hell of a lot longer than me at many, many different levels. But what do you even say to the lads? You're just reinforcing messages, I'd say, at this stage.
At this stage, no, it's who wants it more. Both sets of legs and both sets of minds are tired. So it's a case of the will to win now.
I think that substitute hasn't happened, so maybe John Nix isn't on yet. No, not yet. Rory O'Connor.
He's trying to run it off.
Giving it. And why would you want to come off, Joe? That's the other side of it.
You're
involved in a game like this.
This is a game you want to keep playing.
You want this game to last forever. Well, maybe not if you're a couple of points up. As Mungret were 3 points up heading into added time after that penalty from Mark O'Brien. But Feenagh Kilmeedy with 2 frees from Dear McCollum. That's stunning. Last second leveler from Luke Ryan, sending us to extra time. And it's Feenagh Kilmeedy that hold a 1 point lead at the second half of extra time as well here. So
I hope someone wins it, John. I don't think I'll be able to cope with penalties.
We may have to see it as we're back underway here. We hope not to, for both teams' sakes as well. We'd rather see a replay here. Zone Mulcahy plays this one inside. Think he went for the shot. Kevin Murphy is out like a shot and plays it to Cian O'Connor. Cian O'Connor, good strike from Cian. As Jura Garman is out at centre back. It's batted away from danger by Conor Flahev, and it's Luke Ryan delivering this one. Moss Fitzgibbon is inside, just misjudged it. Rory O'Connor is there. It's kicked away. It's Jura Garman battling now with Jason Hassett in there for it. Neither able to get clean ball, and they're just pulling it away, and they've done well, Mungret, to get it out of the initial danger now. And it's Tom Lloyd, who has not stopped running
turned over again
from day one, but there is a turnover. A brilliant pickup from Sean Kelly. There's the time to do it. Plays it across, though. Battle going on inside between Stephen Dilworth and Patrick O'Doherty. A bit of a kick thrown from O'Doherty. No one saw it but me, I think, Joe.
We
were following the ball, of course.
I wasn't going to mention it.
But either again, it's on the ground again and battle for possession, of course. Feenagh have a 1 point lead, Joe. They're happy with the way this is now. Gone out over the sideline. David Boyce unlucky. And I think he may have shipped a heavy challenge. He's been absolutely brilliant, has David Boyce, for Feenagh Kilmeedy, but it's a sideline ball. We're seeing Sean Kelly struggling with cramp. It's going to be the case, I think, in the final 10 minutes here, Joe. Here is that substitution now.
Something to drop off here now. They have to. They can't keep going at the pace that we're going.
Next break you play that substitution. John Nix will finally see a bit of action. And battle there.
Oh, yes.
One, and it's a lovely hand pass from Cian O'Connor. Off to David Boyce. Boyce has struck it well. It's going to drop in around the edge of the square. It's over the head of Patrick O'Doherty. Unable to do anything.
You'll probably see that now, John. There'll be a few loose shots thrown. Fellas tired and that. So it's
understandably as well.
Whoever has the composure now, it's going to be massive.
So that substitute is happening now. That's the end of Rory O'Connor's afternoon, certainly for the moment. If it is towards penalties, Joe, we saw it in the senior semi-final. Players coming back on after being injured on one leg to take a penalty. But it's John Nix on for Feenagh Kilmeedy. And we have played just over 2 minutes of the second period of extra time. No score yet in this period. It is still Feenagh Kilmeedy leading 123, 26 points to Mungret's 219, 25 points as that one's cleared away by David Boyce yet again. Drop it Hurley over there from Nix. Drops some Mass Fitzgibbon. Mass now needs a bit of help this time.
Oh, well done.
Flicks it across. Patrick
Oh.
O'Doherty has it.
That's
He'll need a bit
Settle.
of help. He's well hooked there. Needs to get it away quicker than that. And there's a battle on the ground once more. Ball goes to ground. Both sides in a flash to try and win it. It's broken out. Should be Feenagh Kilmeedy ball.
They have it again.
It's Cian O'Connor leaves it this time. No foul coming there.
Oh!
Over carrying is the call by John O'Halloran and Diarmuid Coleman. And in fairness to Diarmuid Coleman, he isn't giving out too much. Had the ball in his hand, Joe, for a long time.
He had
If he wasn't getting the free, he was going to be giving
off.
it away. Exactly. But Mark O'Brien with a chance to level it midway between his own 65 and 45 metre line. Bang, straight in front. There's a Mungret St. Paul's, number 13. Strikes it. Strikes it so well. That is an absolute beauty from Mark O'Brien. We are level yet again here in Kilmallock.
That was some strike with the tiredness
stage of the
that has
game,
to be in.
Absolutely anyone's game. We've been saying that for so long. And it just runs through yet again here. Patrick O'Doherty trying to win it. They're not going to win it by putting that one hand on the ball there and hoping it comes up, Joe. Not at this stage of the game, but too much battling going on for that.
If I was Feenagh now, I'd bring Moss out again for a few minutes. He's standing in there now.
And it is Mark O'Brien winning the ball.
Oh,
again
steps.
for Mungret St. Paul's. Got away with it. Champs Jagana took the hand pass and delivers inside. Mikey Mullins has it first time. It's Mullins on the run here. He's got Mark O'Brien with him. And Mark O'Brien has it here from Mungret St. Paul's to put them back in front.
Oh, what
and
a
Mark
score.
O'Brien has nailed it.
What a score.
What a score from Mark O'Brien. You can argue about maybe there was a throw, maybe not. Champs delivered inside. Mullins wins it. All eventually comes back to Mark O'Brien, and Mungret are back in front, and the puck out does not go over the head of Owen Mulcahy. Mass Fitzgibbon is back out there though, trying to win the ball for Feenagh Kilmeedy. It's gone out over the sideline. Last touch of Feenagh Kilmeedy, Hurley, and a sideline ball for Mungret St. Paul's. 4.5 minutes gone in the second period of extra time, and Mark O'Brien, well, he's youthful in years, Joe, but mentally the experience shown, taking every last second he can with this sideline cut.
Yeah, he's just been outstanding today when they really needed him. He's come up trumps.
A good cut as well, gets it away in towards the forward line, flicked ahead by John Wright, and it's into JJ Harrington. Harrington has it in his hand. Goal chance for Mungret St. Paul's, and it's missed. The chance was for John Wright. That was the winning of the game right there and then, and it goes to the right. He never got hold of it. All it needed, Joe, was well, I was going to say miss it. He did miss hit it, and Phil couldn't get it.
Got it in.
A little right side foot in, but it didn't happen.
Bodies dropping everywhere.
And rightfully and naturally, as you would expect, bodies strewn all over the field. It's a battlefield. And, well, you know, we may have another substitution here. Patrick O'Doherty is on. It's Dylan Murray O'Connor. We may see Dylan Murray O'Connor on momentarily. Gerald Garman has got on. Gerald Garman running. He's up and moving again. Chams Jagana struggling to stay with him, Joe, as I said. Bodies strewn everywhere. But at the moment, it is Mungret St. Paul's that lead. 221 to 123, Joe. What was it going to go? You're not even asking. I'm not. Waste the time asking you.
Waste the time. I have no idea.
No, I don't think anyone. And the gods above, whatever they may be up there, they haven't a clue either at this stage. Absolutely anyone's guess.
I'd have a better chance now picking the 6 winning ladder numbers deciding who was going to win this.
It's James O'Regan that's down injured. Trying to stretch. It is James O'Regan who's gingerly getting up onto his feet. He's limping away from action. Somehow we'll restart after that no goal with a puck out from Michael Bergen. Launches it towards Gerald Gorman and Chams Jagana.
He's been very good since he came on, O'Gorman.
David Boyce on the run, and he's won a free.
Free in.
Chance for Diarmuid Coleman to level it again. I hate to say it, Joe. I hate to say it. If you can now, I'm not going to put the mockers on Diarmuid Coleman.
Don't even talk about it.
Won't even mention it.
Don't even mention it.
It's one of the more difficult ones he's had. He nailed one. I think it was the first score of the game, even from this angle. God knows, was it about 5 hours ago now at this stage maybe, but
it was just getting bright anyway.
just getting bright. It's brighter now than it actually probably was then, but it is the chance that Feenagh have here, and you know, when it's a place ball, you need to nail them at this late
I'd say
stage.
the safest bet here now, John, is nearly that we will be going to penalties.
That's probably it, yeah. As Dylan Murray O'Connor is going to be on momentarily. I think they've heard a call from David Boyce. They've got information where there's 5 minutes left. 2.5 of regular time on my watch. He may have a different one to me. He may be more in tune with the referee's one, but either way,
there's been a good few stoppages now in the second period.
Naturally.
Just lads going down with cramp and things.
So we are going to have a break in play. There is, I think it's James Jagana that is down injured. He was chasing Gerald Gorman back, as we saw, and he was receiving plenty of treatment at half time and extra time as well.
Luke Ryan is standing here on his own, and
I know,
isn't there's another fella hiding. I was wondering why they were leaving him and his own.
Hiding going on.
There's an awful lot of hiding going on under the commentary box here today.
I saw the same thing a minute ago, and I just leaned over to look. Cian Maloney is there. Look, otherwise Dermot Coleman might be looking to switch this one, but a couple of metres in from the far sideline. It's a huge moment of the game. So often this afternoon, Coleman has been deadly from frees, but this is a whole different stratosphere of pressure as he lines this one up. There's a couple of metres in on the 45. Coleman strikes it, and he's missed it. It's a big one. He didn't hit it well, Joe. He didn't.
No.
The way he struck other ones today.
That's what tiredness and pressure does.
Yeah, Dylan Murray O'Connor's on for James O'Regan. O'Regan unable to continue. So Feenagh have used their subs in extra time, but it's Mungret that currently lead. We're going to have, I'm told, 3 more minutes of additional time at the end, a minimum of 3 minutes. We played 9 minutes 15 seconds of the second period of extra time, and we're now at the end of the 10. We're going to have another 3, Joe. Jesus, I don't know how they're going to manage to finish it, but they're going to. And we will restart now with a puck out from Declan Brown.
This
Mungret
is
captain.
now.
And goes
Whoever wins this
extremely long
puck out
with
now
it
is going to
towards
be
Mikey Mullins, and Brian Hannigan breaks,
again,
and it breaks off to Luke Ryan.
Oh!
Chop on the hurley. We're going to have another chance for Dermot Coleman. Luke Ryan may be lucky enough to get away with that one.
I think he followed through.
He followed through with a kick. Well, the linesman and the fourth official are consulting with referee John O'Halloran, and the linesman is going to walk in, I think, here to have a little chat. Going to have a throw ball, I think, here, Joe.
I didn't realise the fourth official could. Yeah, I'd say he's going to throw it in.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a throwing ball, and silly move from Luke Ryan there, and he could be in a bit of trouble too, Joe. I hope it's only a yellow card, but when you lay out a kick like that, you could land yourself in a bit of trouble. Cian Maloney was never in any danger of being hurt. We knew that, and milked it for all he's worth, and that's his job at that moment, to be fair to him. Can't argue with that, but throwing ball. And it is won by Feenagh Kilmeedy. It is David Boyce, half locked down, might work out in their favour, but it's Mungret St. Paul's that get to it first. Popped hand pass in to JJ Harrington. We know JJ Harrington's pace the burn. Plays it off to Tom Lloyd, and Lloyd in a similar position, lightning quick, plays it along the line to the guy that want on it is Mark O'Brien.
Yes.
All the sense in the world to just kick it ahead of himself and pops it up into his hand momentarily. He's still going with it, and he's won a free as well, and that could be it. We played 1 minute and 15 seconds of additional time, and Mark O'Brien has won the free himself, and a chance to put his side 2 points to the good. We have time surely up, and again bodies down as the free to be taken. It is Sean Kelly again receiving treatment in midfield, and a chance for O'Brien. It's a very difficult angle, Joe. He's going to be hitting across himself, but given from what we've seen, he's going to be able. He's missed it. Wow. There's more twists and turns to come. More importantly, from Mungret St. Paul's point of view, wasted a bit of time, but if Feenagh Kilmeedy can get another score, we're going to penalties here.
What a catch!
Shibin with the catch, and he's won the free as well. You need your captain to come up with something. You need your captain to come up with something. He comes up with a catch like that, and oh my lord, we've even more drama. Unbelievable stuff here in Kilmallock yet again. I thought we had it nailed, Joe. My own fault. Unbelievable stuff here. What a catch from Mass Fitzgibbon. When you needed it, he'd come out from full forward, puts the lob up, jumps in the middle of about 5, I think that were there, catches it and wins the free. Dermot Coleman lining this one up.
We would normally say this is a banker, but I think with tiredness and everything,
certainly easier than the last one. And Dermot Coleman has levelled it again. We're going to see another substitution. That's number 28 for Feenagh Kilmeedy. That is Dermot Ryan. That's about to come onto the field. Number 28, who will be coming on for Patrick O'Doherty. And I think maybe that's just for potential penalties or something like that.
Possibly he's after getting a yellow as well.
St. Paul's are doing something similar. We're going to see Conor Garvey come on, of course. Son of the late PJ Garvey. Didn't have the time to do it unbelievably or believably. It's hard to see. You did call it about 7-8 minutes ago. You're going to see in just a little bit of an explanation. We're hearing it from Patsy Coffey there. 1 to 5 will be in the middle of the field. The 5 penalty takers from each team will be the only ones allowed on the halfway line or on the 65-metre line, wherever the penalties are going to be taken off. We'll have 1 to 5 take them. If it's level after 1 to 5, Joe, we will have sudden death, and then, well, I'm going to say now it's going sudden death as well. Yeah. Judging from what we've seen, of course, that's a lottery as it is, but sad to end of any game on penalties, Joe, but it was the only thing that was going to separate them.
Yeah, I'd say if you brought him out again next week, we'd probably get the same again. Look, I suppose the games have to be finished. And
now the interesting one, and we're put our goalkeepers' hats on now. Which end is it going to be at? Because you've the sun at one end, there's the sun in. The sun's going to be shining into someone's eyes, Joe, and as a goalie, that's the last thing in the world you want.
I'd much prefer to be at the dressing room end, facing them.
Yeah. It's a tricky one. I'd say
the quality of the goals looks about the same at either side. So
yeah, it's much of a muchness at either end, but as we saw, that's the penalty we've seen today. Came from Mark O'Brien, and he drilled it along the ground, so maybe there's a bit of purchase in the ground even left. But you know, it is a lottery. Saw that in the senior semi-final.
Yeah,
some of the best players in the country, Joe, unable to hit the target from him after the end of 80 minutes. You know, it's very, very difficult. It's a shame to see it end in penalties, but it's going to have to end somehow.
It's whoever can hold their nerve now. I think that's the way it's going to go. I'm presuming both teams have practiced it, but unless you've practiced it in a pressure situation, all the practice in the world you do, and the pitch at home isn't going to help.
I think we have confirmation that it is going to take place at the dressing room end of Fitzgerald Park here in Kilmallock. So just waiting to see now who the 5 penalty takers are going to be, Joe. I have my notebook out. I haven't used it for the last 10 minutes. It's been a waste of time. I have it out now and we'll take the numbers down. But it is a lottery. There's no point calling it anything else, to be fair. It's a very difficult one for both sets of players to deal with, but and we do have confirmation now that the penalty shootout will take place at the clubhouse end, the town end here in Kilmallock. So, just again, as we said, Reading, Joe, there isn't really anything else we can add to this.
No,
we have really...
I'm knackered and I'm not even playing. No, it's been an unbelievable performance by both teams. Both sets clubs can be extremely proud of their players that went out there today. They've given absolutely everything. I've never seen a junior final like it. Work rate, skill, it had everything. Everything we want in hurling and everything that's great about the game of hurling. So unfortunately it's come down to a lottery now.
It has indeed, and it's just so tough on the players. They've given absolutely everything, and all it could take is a slip or the ball not being coming up properly, and your whole year is over. We can argue the merits and warrants of a penalty shootout, but given the way the calendar is now with the split season, you're running out of weeks towards the end of the year with Munster Championship as well, of course. Munster Club Championship to be taken into consideration here as well. So
look, at the end of the day, you know coming in. That's the big thing. You know you're coming in, if it does go to extra time and the finishes level, that you are going to penalties. So I suppose it'd be a lot worse if it was only sprung upon them.
Absolutely. So just waiting to see the final decisions from both teams now. At this stage, it's a lottery of lotteries. We'll keep using that word because that's what it is. You know, if you are only tuning into us now, where have you been? You'll get your drama of a tenner now in the next 5 or 6 minutes.
Probably even worth the tenner for that.
Worth the tenner alone for that. If you pay in from the start, you've definitely got your money's worth. That I can 100% say. I'll give you an update now on what's happening in the Nick Green Sports Ground Intermediate Hurling Championship final as well. Just waiting on up that. That's all square. 19 minutes into the second half. Kilmeedy 110. Granagh Ballingarry 13 points. So that could be heading down the same road as this one has gone.
We might get down to Castletown for the penalties.
We might get to Castletown for the penalties. I don't know, Joe, at this stage. These penalties could go either way, but I think we can. It's going to be interesting. Like, who do you have taken them? You know, that's the thing. Like, from, do you look at like your leaders on the team? Who steps up? What do you do? You know, do you look purely at your forwards? Goalkeepers come into it. We saw that again in the senior semi-final between the Pierce and Doon, where Shane Dowling saved 4 and scored 2. Yeah. Tomas Lynch, you know, made a few great saves as well. Like, so it's very, very tricky. But I think we're seeing a little bit of formulation here. You're going to have David Boyce, Mass Fitzgibbon, Diarmuid Coleman, and Cian O'Connor, and I think Michael Bergen, the keeper, are the 5
they look like they're the
for
5.
Feenagh. So I think we can take that one to the bank. That's about all we can take to the bank here this afternoon. But we'll see what order they come in now. But so just waiting for Mungret to come out of their huddle. Plenty of discussion going on. I think Feenagh Kilmeedy have confirmed their 5 with referee John O'Halloran. And now we're awaiting Mungret St. Paul's. I think we can kind of see it there too, Joe. Mark O'Brien is there. Cian Maloney, JJ Harrington, Conor Garvey, who may have got onto the field in the end. They were trying to rush him on, as I mentioned.
Yeah, maybe they brought him on for
PJ,
that.
you know, and seeing Mass Fitzgibbon and Decky Brown going up, I'd say the toss now. The referee decides where they're going to happen. Toss for who to see who goes first. Put you into bat, as they say in cricket, Joe. You have the first one there, we'll see. So, looking out onto the field as we see it now. The 4 outfield Mungret players are Cian Maloney, Mark O'Brien.
No, the only thing is
Conor Garvey.
Declan Brown hasn't been tested today.
No.
I had him underage for 3 years, and he is a top class goalkeeper.
Yeah,
I
very
wouldn't know as much about Michael Bergen.
Yeah, seen Michael Bergen. We've seen him today, John.
Yeah.
He's going to be entrusted with it, but look, it's anyone's guess at this stage. Mark O'Brien is going to take the first penalty. That's the one thing we can 100%
yes.
sure of.
It's about the only thing we can be sure of.
The only thing we can be sure of is that
will he go low again?
Yeah, this is the thing. Do you stick to what you did earlier? And all the pressure now, Joe, is on the forwards, not on the goalkeepers. It's whoever's not just the forwards. Whoever's taking the penalty is Mark O'Brien. Went up, he buried it.
The big thing here, John, with the conditions is the pick-up. Pick-up has to be perfect.
Pick-up is good from O'Brien. Switched it. Knew exactly what he was at. And it's Mark O'Brien for Mungret.
Diarmuid Coleman
1-0 and Diarmuid Coleman. So the 2 free takers who have been outstanding all game from place balls. I don't know, Joe, I'd be running up if I could.
I know, yeah. Get it
over with either way. But either way, Diarmuid Coleman gets into a bit of a trot in the end, and he
might not be able to run it.
That's the other side, yeah. That's the other side of it, of course. And it's Coleman. Make sure he dries and wipes any bit of mud that may be on.
Just to make sure that the pick up anyway, whatever they do.
And that is the biggest thing. The strike will take care of itself if the pick up is right, you'd hope. And it's Coleman.
There's an eerie silence around Kilmallock.
Very, very eerie silence. It's Coleman. Well, he's staying exactly as he does for his line-up. The way he lines up a free to take this. Strikes the save!
Oh, great save by Declan.
Save by Declan Brown. Advantage Mungret. Advantage Mungret now as they go up to take their second free. No, it's going to be Declan Brown himself to take it. So we're going to see both goalkeepers taking the penalties here as well. From what we see, as Decky Brown rises it and strikes. It's a low one and he bounces it into the net. Knew exactly what he was at. Placed it, Joe.
He didn't pick it perfectly, but he knew what to do. Hopping ball, goalkeeper to goalkeeper.
Yep. And now
Bergen is coming, hitting
Michael
his
Bergen
now.
himself. A different hurley, I think. Changing his hurley. And Joe, even at this early stage of the shootout, a vital one for Feenagh, you have to think.
They can't afford to miss anymore now.
So it's their keeper, Michael Bergen. Decky Brown already with the battle of the keepers going his side. Can he do it again from Mungret St. Paul's as Bergen shoots? Brilliant finish from Michael Bergen.
Great finish.
And well, we questioned it, Joe, and he buried it into bottom right and corner. Of the 4 penalties taken so far, arguably the best one.
Yeah, probably. No,
2-1 it is to Mungret
Can he
St.
back it up
Paul's.
now with a
Maloney,
save?
we saw him score an unbelievable point in the first half. One of the best players in the field throughout the game, Cian Maloney. And he has a chance to put Mungret 3 points, or 3 penalties to 1 in front. Feenagh will need a save, or they'll need a miss. It's Michael Bergen dancing around the goals. Maloney strikes, and it's a brilliant finish again there. He ain't going stopping them, Joe.
No.
3-1 to Mungret as David Boyce makes his way up to take Feenagh Kilmeady's 3rd penalty of the shootout. And he's going to take a run at it, Joe. Maybe if he's placing it there. No, he's gone closer again. And the nerves surely jangling in the hands of the Feenagh Kilmeady number 5 as Boyce lifts. Hits it, save by Brown! Just got the hurley to it. And it's another one gone by the wayside for Feenagh Kilmeady. (3-1) to Mungret St. Paul's. This will do it, Joe. JJ Harrington has the chance.
Just to finish it.
To put them 3 to the good. JJ Harrington, substitute in the game for Mungret St. Paul's, has the chance to make them victorious in the Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship final in the penalty shootout. It's Harrington!
Oh, what a finish!
Mungret are champions after an epic contest that has seen them beat Feenagh Kilmeady on penalties. Heartbreak for Feenagh Kilmeady, but glory for Mungret St. Paul's. It's already been a sensational year for the club, having won and been promoted to Senior A for next year. They're in 2 football finals next week, Joe. Absolute devastation for Feenagh Kilmeady, but we'll focus on Mungret and their achievement this afternoon.
Yeah, look, I suppose they were in the ascendancy in the first half of the game. They died out of it. It looked like Feenagh had the momentum. Then they went back up again. Feenagh came back at them again. You know, it's to be fair, they've shown unbelievable resilience. You know, they've been ahead, they've been pegged back time and time again. But look, I suppose it's a tough way for the Feenagh lads down here in front of us. But that's sport.
It is. It's the reality of sport, as you said, Joe, before the penalty shootout. As we were previewing it, you know what's ahead of you. It's been well said from the very outset that this could go to penalties. You've done your practice, you've done everything you can. It's tough going, but what can you do? You know, the game has to finish, the competition has to finish. Sadly, from Feenagh Kilmeady's point of view, it hasn't gone their way, and you see poor Michael Bergen coming up towards us here, the Feenagh Kilmeady keeper. And Joe, that's the other side of it.
He could do nothing about it.
Superb penalties, we have to mention that as well.
Absolutely.
The striking of the Mungret players in the penalty shootout.
Even to be fair to the Feenagh lads, they struck the penalties. There were 2 really good saves by Declan.
Yeah.
The top class keeper.
And that's it. You look at your captain, one of your most experienced players, and you want them, you need them to live up to it, and that's what Declan Brown did. He's the hero for Mungret, and that's it. He'll lift the trophy. We'll have a chat with him, I'd say, in a while ourselves. And fair play to both sets of teams. Joe, just finally on your thoughts from this afternoon. We have been treated to an absolute exhibition of hurling from both teams. there has to be a winner and a loser. Sadly, from Feenagh Kilmeady's side, it is them that are on the losing side. But from Mungret St. Paul's point of view, a club, we mentioned it earlier on today, very much on the up, and this is just another huge fill-up for them.
Yeah, look, to be fair, we couldn't have asked for anything else out of today. It's been probably one of the most enjoyable matches I've ever been at. It brought it back to basics, the basics of hurling, the basics of what championship or what club championship is really about. And while your heart goes out to Feenagh, they can be extremely proud of themselves. Like, nobody's going to go home tonight in Feenagh and go, we should have done this, we should have done that. They gave everything, they emptied the tank twice over. But for Mungret, for their second team, to be fair to them, they were outstanding. They showed unbelievable resilience when they were on top. Things started to go against them, and especially to me, Mark O'Brien. He was the one man that steadied the ship all day long for them. Took the penalty there in normal time as well, got him back, and I suppose they needed a leader to step up. We see him there near the end of the match, and he out around the middle of the field. Outstanding performance from him. And
he is the official man of the match here at the end of the Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship Final. Marco O'Brien is the man for Mungret. That's all from us here on Limerick JAHC TV here in Kilmallock, where it is victory for Mungret St. Paul's at the end of the Woodlands House Hotel Junior A Hurling Championship Final. It is a victory at the end of a penalty shootout. The history books will say it's a 4-1 penalty shootout win for Mungret St. Paul's, but again, it is they that are promoted intermediate level for next year on the back of it. Joe Quaid, many thanks for your company and expert analysis this afternoon, which has been an absolutely pleasure to be here to witness the game. It's John Keogh signing off on Limerick JAHC TV here from Kilmallock. Join us again for more live action shortly. Relatively straightforward free, you'd imagine. The strike is good, and as Joe hasn't worked out for him, and it's now in the hands of Dermot Coleman. Coleman's got one from a free already. He's looking for number 2, and Dermot Coleman, shooting chance here, isn't hit well. Pressure good from Feenagh Kilmeedy. It's on now to Dermot Hines. Chance for Dermot Hines to get Mungret on the board. Good. Second attempt from a place ball. O'Brien struck that very, very well. Kelly under pressure, he's managed to get it to second attempt before Chams Jagana forced the turner. Chams at the shot. Turnover. Brilliant score from Chams Jagana. Lloyd out to the aforementioned Cian Maloney. He's going to have a crack from long range.
That's some score.
That's some score from Cian Maloney. Well, and it's a good ball up the line to James O'Regan to run onto O'Regan, trying to emulate number 7 on the opposite side. And James O'Regan from Owen Mulcahy looking once more to Mark O'Brien. O'Brien has a chance. O'Brien with the strike off his left. Brilliant. Mungret leading 5 points to 3. Trying to double their lead through that free. Danger here. He's a good runner with the ball. Dermot O'Connor gets the hand pass away. Morris Fitzgibbon going in here for Feenagh. Picks it up.
Oh, what a goal!
What a finish!
Encouragement.
Well, there was a few shouts anyways. Mungret St. Paul's on the deck. Glorious skill from Owen Mulcahy. Dermot Coleman now. Mungret St. Paul's back in front by 3 points. Coleman back onto his left. Strikes it. Dermot Coleman strikes it well. Good response. There's plenty of skill. There's plenty of endeavour. The quality is good as Owen Mulcahy launches that one. He got a stunning goal a minute ago. His Regan puts the pressure on Maloney, scoops it across. It's a good ball out to Dermot Hines. Hines lucky to put Mungret forward to the goal. Brilliant. There's Dermot Coleman. This won't be a problem. Accuracy won't either. It's a good strike from. I think I have that kind of bearing, Joe Foley, and that kind of power as Coleman strikes it. No commentators curse for me. Straight over the bar from that's it. Inside zone 65.
Should have the distance gone on previous strikes.
Struck it well as Mark O'Brien. It's going to drop, and it's going to drop over the bar.
Excellent score.
Beautiful stuff. And he's met by the challenger David Boyce, but he's got the pace to get away. Dermot Hines. This will be a fine score. Puts Mungret 5 points to the goal by O'Connor Lynch, but it is in the hands now of Cian O'Connor, and Cian O'Connor has struck it. Cian O'Connor has got his hand, goes up. Kevin Murphy gets the hurley to it first, but Mikey Mullins has got it into the hand, and Mikey Mullins, well, the way now to Owen Mulcahy. Already seeing what he can do. Off to Chams with the strike. This will be an excellent score for Mungret. And Chams again.
In the game from puckouts, and now he's after adding a score as well. Great score here again.
We've got another one on the attack, and it's John Wright with possession right off his left. The strike is going to drop, and it's going to drop over the bar. Another excellent stroke. Crowd will tell you fairly quickly to that one. And on to Morris Fitzgibbon. You know he's going to try and run with it. Off he goes, Morris Fitzgibbon off his left, and he sent it between the both. It on, heading in towards John O'Gorman. He's got a man with him. It's Luke Ryan. Luke with the shot, and Luke has sent it over a bar. It's going to land on the 21. Up goes Fitzgibbon. Off him is Rory O'Connor. O'Connor has the space, and he's put it over. And just Joe, they're going more. It. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. Ross Fitzgibbon keeps going with it. The pass isn't great. It's a good take from Luke Ryan. He can put two between the teams.
A great score.
That's exactly what Luke Ryan can put this one over the bar. But you're even seeing Joe in the first half. Coleman makes no mistake with that. Brian Hannigan from the puckouts and from everywhere. It's game. That's the Feenagh Kilmeedy number 10. No, Joe,
between it.
He's not listening to us today. No, Dermot Coleman has leveled this game. He's there for Mungret as well, but O'Doherty is in there. It's going to break. It's going to break to Sean Murray.
No
Sean
way.
Murray.
Oh, what a score.
In front.
What a score.
It's Mark O'Brien with the strike. He's got it. Oh,
what a save.
What a save from Bergin. It's a free penalty.
Gee, this is everything.
There's no the middle of the field in Kilmallock.
Pressure on now.
The pressure is on as the ball comes up and strikes it.
Oh, great finish.
From place balls in this game. There's a chance to put 2 points between the sides yet again. No problem whatsoever again for management. Something they spotted in the first half and they dealt with it in the second half superbly as Coleman has got that one as well. Joro Gorman needs a bit of help. Offload to Luke Ryan. It's Luke Ryan with the chance. Can he do it? Luke Ryan
what a score!
Thoughts to JJ Harrington, plays it back to Mikey Mullins. Mullins switches it, and it's a switch inside to Mark O'Brien over the bar.
Great catch.
Earl Gorman with the catch. It's a repeat of the equaliser.
Could it be the same again?
If Luke Ryan can send it over the bar, well, inside. And the player's going for it. It is JJ Harrington that has it, and Harrington's on the run.
Danger here.
Harrington just over the bar. That one clean in. He's under pressure. Moss Fitzgibbon between Patrick O'Doherty and Moss Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon off the left, level it again.
Again is breaking everything to ground. Moss is inside.
Dangerous here. He can't get it, and he does. Fitzgibbon off the right this time.
What a score!
And that's the lead ground again. Kevin Murphy is there. So is Mark O'Brien with the strike to level it again. Joe, he's nailed.
Pitch, and it is in great condition for the rain we got. It's still soft underfoot, and it's really taking it out of the.
Number 13 strikes it. Strikes it so well. That is an absolute beauty from Mark O'Brien. We got Mark O'Brien with him, and Mark O'Brien has it here from Mungret St. Paul's to put them back in front. And Mark O'Brien has nailed it.
What a score!
What a certainly easier than the last one. And Dermot Coleman. Good from O'Brien, switched it. Take this, strikes the save.
Oh, great save by Declan.
Save by Declan Brown. Advantage. Strikes. It's a low one, and he bounces it into the net. Knew exactly what. Bergen shoots. Brilliant finish from Michael. Strikes, and it's a brilliant finish again there. He ain't gone. The Feenagh Kilmeedy, number 5, as Boyce lifts. Hits it, save by Brown! Just got the Woodlands House Hotel, June Ray Hurling Championship final in the penalty shootout. It's Harrington!
Oh, what a finish!
Mungret are champions!